Welcome back to Trojan Gym. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Got Rex Rush on stats tonight. Trojanettes and the Lady Dragons here in game one of our doubleheader. So take a look at the lineups brought to you by SERTC. Get things started with SERTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. For the Greene County Lady Dragons, under 21st year head coach Chris Blades, he'll start Kylie Jackson, a 5'7 junior, averaged 16 points and 5 rebounds last year. Caitlin Milby, a 5'6 junior, 7 points and 6 rebounds last year. Kylie McCubbins, a 5'4 senior, averaged 5.5. Also in the lineup is Tanley Hudgens, a 5'9 sophomore that averaged 5.5, and Haley Judd is the other starter, who only played one game last year, 5'7 junior for the Lady Dragons. So they start two seniors, and actually, let's see. Let me make sure I've got this right. 1, 2, 3 juniors, 1 senior, and a sophomore in the lineup for Greene County. For the Barren County Trojanettes, under 4th-year head coach Piper Lindsay, her assistant coaches are Scott Chapman and Chad Withrow. Katie Murphy, a 5'5 8th grader, will start at the point, averaged 1 point a game last year. Elizabeth Bertram, a 5'7 senior, averaged 13.6 points, and shot 67% from the foul line last year. Raven Ennis in the lineup, a 5'9 sophomore, averaged 2.7 points last season. Carly Delk is a 5'9 senior, averaged 5 points a game, and Eve Jackson, a 5'9 senior, is the other starter. Ennis and Jackson played in 34 of the 37 games last year. Delk played in 35 of them, and Murphy played in 36 of their 37 Trojanet games last year.
Well, they didn't put a whole lot of points on the board, but they got some invaluable experience, as you said. I think we have a good nucleus of kids that we can build around. We're going to be really good in transition. I think we got a ton of kids who can shoot the ball. Katie shot the ball really well the other night in the scrimmage. She's a tremendous defender, and I think we have some kids that can really apply some ball pressure. If we get down to scoring in the half court when the threes aren't going down, that'll be interesting to see who steps up and how we score if we can't get the transition, can't get the turnovers, can't score that way. Depth is obviously going to be another issue. We've got to develop some kids really quickly. And who that is going to be, I think this week will be really telling of who's kids that can step up and fill some roles for us. But all in all, I think we've got a really good team, rated top 3 or 4 in the region in every poll that you see. And, whether that's Glasgow, whether that's South Warren, whether that's Bowling Green, whoever is in that mix with us, we get to see some of those or a lot of those this week.
About 30 seconds before they announce the lineups. Of course, we'll have the national anthem first with the ROTC color guard. Remind you, you're listening to our broadcast in 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow. We're online on the new 104thescore.com. The officials for tonight's game are Mark Curry, Brian Morgan, and Charlie Graves. And the official sponsor is Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality, no matter the size of the project. We'll have the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening tip-off in just a moment. And the first quarter of action brought to you by South Central Bank. We'll come back for the tip-off after this break as you are following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Members of our OTC color guard are Cadet Major Mason Smith, Cadet Captain John Elmore, Cadet Staff Sergeant Mary Pettigo, and Cadet Private First Class Kate Davis. Playing our national anthem this evening is our very own high school pet band under the direction of Dr. Kim Crowder.
Present. Arm. Present. Forward, mark, left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left. Colors, hold, order, arm.
Welcome back to Barren County High School as we get set for basketball action. The 2019-2020 basketball season is ready to start. It's hard to believe it is here again. I tell you, time goes by quick. Football season goes by really quick. And then you get to basketball for the next 3.5 months. And it goes by quick, too, especially when you're out 3 or 4 nights a week. But that's what it's all about.
We've got 14 days, actually 13 days left in the first semester. So, you know, we're really close to this year being half over. Christmas time already here upon us. So, basketball season is we're going to get going very quickly. Once you get started, you get into it 3-4 games a week.
That is true. This is 24th consecutive year broadcasting Barren County High School basketball on the radio. And again, remind you that our new website, our new link on the internet when you're away from your radio is www.104thescore.com/Barren County. So if you're away from your radio and you want to pick up the broadcast of the game on your laptop, computer, just tune into that and you'll be able to listen to the broadcast here on 103.7 Nash Icon. Our first quarter of action brought to you by South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. And there were some games played last night. Big district game in Tompkinsville last night, doubleheader.
What about
Glasgow
that?
and Monroe County.
Starting the year with the district
On a
game.
Monday night.
Right.
I mean, right out of the gate. And Glasgow Lady Scotties won last night over Monroe County 65-39. And the Glasgow Scotty boys beat Monroe County 51-45.
A little closer in the boys' game than you would think, looking at all the preseason predictions and so forth. But we know as well as anybody how tough a place that is to go down there to Tompkinsville and play.
Right. And mind you, I want to mention about the middle school girls team. They're 18-0. 7th grade and 8th grade girls are 18-0. 7th grade boys are 11-3, and the 8th grade boys are 10-4. Both having great years.
Some pretty good records. I think the boys are down there playing tonight.
They are playing tonight, yep. Against Glasgow, I think. Trojanettes in their home white. Trojanettes across the front of their jerseys in burgundy outlined in gold, and the Greene County Lady Dragons in green with white numbers and lettering. Green across the front of their jerseys. The Lady Dragons moving right to left. Trojanettes will be going left to right here in this first quarter of play.
Extra bright green uniforms.
Yeah, it's easy to see the numbers.
Right, you don't have any trouble seeing the numbers set courtside either.
That's right. It's much better than being 100 yards away from the football field and hard to see some of those numbers. Well, Raven Ennis is going to be in the jump circle for Barren County, jumping against Tanley Hudgens for Greene County. Brian Morgan's going to toss it up, and we are set to go. Opening game of the 2019-2020 basketball season. The ball is controlled by Greene County. They'll set it up, moving to the left side of your radio dial here in the first half. Milby with the basketball out front, guarded by Eve Jackson. Sends it over the right side to Hudgens. Hudgens back over the left side now to Milby. They give it back out to Jackson. Jackson, right side. They whip it down low. Shot blocked in there, but a foul is going to be called on Elizabeth Bertram. And so Bertram picks up the foul.
Elizabeth Bertram, that's her first, team first. Milby, step line to shoot.
Milby at the line for 2 shots. First one is in the air, and it rolls in good. Milby for the second try. It's in the air and got that one. Greene County takes the early 2-0 lead. They'll set up on a 1-2-1-1 zone court press. Comes into Murphy. She loses the handle. Ball's loose on the floor. Greene County trying to scoot it off. And we're going to have a jump ball possession arrow to the Trojanettes.
Good for us to see that pressure early from Greene County, especially with some inexperienced ball handlers out there.
As the ball comes into Jackson, she's in a trap, gives it off to Ennis. Ennis fires it on the left side. Bertram driving in, a little 6-foot jumper off the windows, no good. Rebound comes off to Hudgens for Greene County. Here comes McCubbins down the left side now to Jackson. They whip it around the perimeter to the right. Off to Judd. Judd on the wing. Out top to Jackson. Jackson on the dribble against Katie Murphy. Sends it over the left side now to Hudgens. Hudgens now lobs it down in low. One dribble, pump fake, puts it up. It's good. That is Milby getting the bucket. She's got all 4 points for Greene County here in the first quarter of the ball game.
Milby did a good job that time, sealing her defender, and the pass was perfect, putting her in a position to score. Up 4-0, Greene County early.
Ball comes into Murphy. They pick up 1-2-2, three-quarter court trap. Bertram on the left side fires a one-hand pass off to Murphy. Murphy out front with it on the dribble. Sends on the left side now to Ennis. Ennis, backdoor pass. Here's Jackson going underneath. Shot partially blocked. They're going to jump ball and possession here on to Greene County.
They drop back in from the 1-2-2. They drop back into a 1-2-2 half court, or maybe a 3-2 if you want to call it that.
And now Barren County trying to cut off the dribbler, and now they're in a trap, and Murphy rips it away, throws it way down court. It comes to Bertram, will pump fake, lets the defense go by and puts it up and in.
Good look back. Katie to get it to Elizabeth. We got to have some easy buckets right there off turnovers.
The Trojanettes trying to pressure again, a foul in the back court. And they're going to put this one on Ennis. Raven Ennis, her first, team second.
He's trying to reach a little too much early.
4-2 the score. Greene County leads it. Left side, Jackson with it for the Lady Dragons. Sends it out top to McCubbins, and she'll set it up. McCubbins against Ennis. Right side. It comes to Hudgens and knocked away out of her hands by Jackson, and somebody reached in and fouled her. And I believe it's on Judd. And that'll be her first and Greene County's first of the ball game.
She brought the ball right down around her waist. All Eve did was just smack it away, went and go get it. So got to stay active.
Murphy with the basketball, and a trap fires in the middle to Ennis. Ennis turns with it on the dribble, stops and fires it off in the corner. Jackson can't shoot, throws it back to Murphy. Diagonal pass left side. Three by Bertram, no, air ball. And they'll let it go out of bounds, and Greene County will get it with 5:47 to play in the opening quarter, and a 4-2 Greene County lead. Trojanettes will set up again with full court pressure. As the ball comes in to McCubbins, and then she threw it away, but it was deflected. They threw it back to the baseline on the Barren County end, and so it was a turnover by Greene County.
Looked like Raven had a hand on it, but she actually didn't.
Here's Jackson with it in the lane. Bounce pass, baseline, throws it back out. Bertram, the three ball to the air. It's bouncing off the rim. Ennis offensive rebound going back up. She's fouled. It'll be on 21, and that is Hudgens, her first. Number 2 on the Lady Dragons here in the first half. It's going to send Raven Ennis to the free throw line. They averaged 2.7 points a game for the Trojanettes last season. Trojanettes shot 64.7% from the line as a team as Ennis connects on the first. And she'll have one more. And it's on the way. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Raven Ennis ties it up at 4. Greene County with the basketball, trying to break the pressure. Pass deflected. Delk's got it. Fires it down to Ennis. Trying to throw it across the lane. The ball's kicked off the foot of Milby. Trojanettes will keep it on their end of the floor, left side of their basket. First substitution of the ball game for Greene County, number 23, Maddie Corbin, a 5'4 junior.
She's a kid that didn't play for them last year, but I think is going to be one of their starting point guards by the time the year's over.
Ennis out in the corner. It is good. Three-pointer. Knocking it down for the People's Bank 3.
She's one of about 2 or 3 kids that can step out there and knock it down from behind the arc.
And Greene County almost threw it away. It was deflected out of bounds. Barren County now with a 7-4 lead over Greene County. 5:18 to play here in the first quarter. And Corbin handles the basketball for the Lady Dragons. Sends it left side over to Judd. Judd dribbles to the left elbow. Pass down low. Is going out of bounds off Greene County's Milby. And so the Trojanettes get it right back.
Actually executed everything in a pick and roll right that time except for the pass. If she'd have lobbed it instead of bounced it, it's 2.
Here's Bertram in the backcourt. Sends it left side over to Murphy. Murphy stops and fires it back to Bertram. Midcourt now. Ennis fires in the corner. Jackson for a 3. No. Offensive rebound. Ennis had it slap loose and trying to rip it back. Got jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Barren County.
Haven't played 4 minutes, and that's 4 jump balls, I think.
And it'll be Murphy to toss it in left side of the bucket. Fires it out to Bertram on the left wing. Fires it down in low there to Ennis. Twisting, turning move. Had it knocked loose. Got it back out top. Bertram. Bertram fires it over the right wing. Jackson with it. Lobs it back over now to Bertram. Bertram fake. Trying to go left. Cut off. Ennis thought about the three. And that ball is going to go off of the Greene County players. He tried to make a bounce pass. Went off of Judd. The Trojanettes will keep it. 4:38 to go in the first quarter. Leading 7-4. Ball comes out to Katie Murphy. Sends it over to Bertram on the left side. Back to Murphy in the middle of the floor. Right side, Jackson. Here's a long looping backdoor pass. Bertram puts it in.
I'm glad I didn't bet you we'd open the game with that one because we actually didn't, but we found a way to get it in.
9-4. Looping pass going up court to Judd. Judd stops on the dribble. Sends it back out now to Jackson. Jackson crossover move against Murphy. In the corner, they give it back out now to, that's Corbin, who just came in the game a moment ago. Corbin. Now back left side over to Milby. Fires it down low, and they lose the handle and out of bounds. Had a wide open look. No, somebody went to sleep on defense, but unfortunately for Greene County, they lose it out of bounds, and the Trojanettes get it.
They ran a baseline cut, and we were staring at the basketball. Fortunately, like you said, they turned it over, and they've turned it over several times already. Half the quarter gone. Trojanettes 9, Greene County 4. Pass is going to be picked off. Couldn't throw it long enough. And it is Judd down low, and there's a layup that's no good. Offensive rebound, put back up, no good. Foul on the Trojanettes. Going to be on 32, and that's Eve Jackson. Her first, team's third.
Eve Jackson, that's her first, team third.
And at the line for Greene County is Hudgens. 5'9" sophomore. Shot goes up, too strong off the back iron. And Coach Piper Lindsay going to make her first substitution here. If Hudgens hits this shot, it'll be Liberty Rice to check in. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Murphy. Murphy pushing it down the floor. Sends it down the baseline. Jackson, nice catch underneath to Delk. She puts it up and in.
Got too far under the rim, but she had her eyes up, and Carly was right there waiting for a two, and we've stretched it to 7. Coach Blades, quick timeout, 3:37 to go in the first.
Okay, we'll take a People's Bank in Glasgow timeout. The People's Bank, your local community bank, working for you. 3:37 to go in the opening quarter. Barren County 11, Greene County 4.
Been fairly sloppy back and forth, and that's because both teams are pressuring a little bit, and we're trying to throw some passes, make some plays that maybe aren't there on both ends, but I think we're starting to settle down maybe a little bit quicker than Greene County.
Yep. You can get all the scores from middle school to high school by logging on to barron.kyschools.us, click athletics, and then the sports report. Scores and results from middle school, freshman and JV basketball, along with high school swimming and bowling results on the sports report. Of course, I want to make a note about the games coming up December the 17th. They're going to be played at Park City Elementary against Caverna. Kind of a heritage game going back in time.
It's kind of a neat idea. Should be fun. Park City's the largest of the remaining elementary gyms, so I still think you could pack it out, though.
Right. Greene County trying to push it up floor, and it's going to be a turnover, but got it right back. And then we get a foul.
Thought he might have gotten her for stepping in on the half-court line because she pivoted. She was all over the half-court stripe, but said it was because of a foul.
And Raven Ennis just picks up her second personal foul. She's going to have to go to the bench. Carly Delk back into the Trojanet lineup for Ennis. Greene County with the basketball. Kylie Jackson with it on the point. Left side it comes to Thompson, who's checked in. It's Gracie Thompson, a 5'4" junior. Right side with it is Corbin. And out left side of the circle, trying to work it against Delks. Cut off in there. Has to reverse it back out to Corbin. They go back right side with it. Working into the paint, trying to force up the shot. You're going to get a foul on Katie Murphy. I thought that's pretty good defense right there, but they're going to call the foul on Delk.
She got up in the air, did Jackson, with nowhere to go, and she'll earn 2 free throws for it.
Kylie Jackson, who shot 80% from the foul line last year, knocked down 28 threes, cans that free throw. Ranked the number 10 player in Region 5. on the coach's poll. 11-5, Barren County. Kylie Jackson back of the line for the Lady Dragons. This shot's in the air, and it's good. Greene County's 4 of 5 at the foul line here in the first half. Milby's going to check out, and Judd back in for Coach Chris Blade's ball club. 3:07 left in the opening quarter, 11-6 Barren County. Greene County pressuring the basketball, going to get a foul in the back court. And it's shot number 10, that's Gracie Thompson. Her first, team's third of the half.
Gracie Thompson, that's her first, team third.
And Liberty Rice will throw it in. It comes into Murphy. Rice, 5'5" junior. Murphy, diagonal pass right side. Jackson on the wing had a shot at it. Didn't take it, though. Gets cut off. Got double teamed. Had it slapped loose. But comes out to Bertram. Down low, dealt. Murphy out of the corner. 3. Won't go. Rebounded Judd for Greene County. Gets rid of the basketball now to Thompson. And now setting up Jackson. Right side corner. Here's Corbin for 3. Good.
Corbin's coming off the bench after she didn't start tonight and made a very positive contribution.
11-9 as Greene County has cut it back within 2. Got a foul called on the Lady Dragons. A little push-off. Elizabeth Bertram was trying to drive with the basketball.
Greene County actually wanted the push-off to go on Elizabeth, though.
Yeah.
And not Corbin.
A foul on Corbin, her first, team's 4th. And in the lineup for Barren County's number 22, Macy Lockhart, a 5'9" freshman. Right side is Rice. Looking. They go in the middle there is Bertram underneath the delt. She puts it up and in.
Good positioning right there.
13-9 Barren County. Long pass down the floor. Hudgens has got it. Drives against Delk and going to get a foul on Carly Delk. And that's going to be 2 on her. 6 on the Trojanettes in the first half.
When you pressure in a 3/4 court or full court situation, you're going to have to be smart and not get into foul trouble. With a short bench, inexperienced bench right now, we've got to have those starters know when to go and when not to go.
The pass, trying to force it in there, and then it gets loose in the corner. Greene County comes up with it anyway, and then a reach in. Murphy ties it up, and they're going to call the foul.
And Katie actually got her nose in there and got the ball and caused Corbin to pick up her second foul.
That's 2. 15 foul of the Lady Dragons. And 2:06 to go here in the first quarter. Barren County 13, Greene County 9. Murphy in the backcourt. Gets it in the middle now to Bertram. Bertram takes it right down the middle, lobs it off the baseline. Here's Lockhart with a shot. It rattled out. Rebound trying to go back up with it was Jackson. And now Greene County comes up with the basketball. They lose a hand. A walk, no call. Pass knocked away by Lockhart and out of bounds.
Elizabeth got her hand on it and kept it from being a layup for Greene County. Just a small little deflection kept her from being able to get it all the way up the floor where they had a player waiting underneath the basket.
Greene County will toss it in. Work it out front. Milby, and then here's a 3-point try by Judd. It's no good. Offensive rebound by Greene County. They work it around the right side of the perimeter. Here's another 3-point shot that's good, this time for McCubbins.
Initially, that was a good-looking play that got them a wide-open 3, but what hurt us was the second 3 that they were able to get off the offensive rebound.
Murphy out top to Rice. And now Rice trying to set it up. Lockhart to the left wing. Back out to Bertram. Fires it down underneath to Jackson. Had it smacked from behind. A foul called as she tried to go up with a shot. And it's going to be on Judd, her second, team 6th.
Our baseline runner is causing them problems. We're just kind of getting behind that bottom line on their zone. They're keeping their head staring at the ball instead of paying attention to the defenders.
And Eve Jackson's shot is missed. She'll have one more try at it. Back in for Greene County is Tanley Hudgens. And she'll replace Haley Judd, who just picked up her second foul. Eve Jackson back at the stripe. And it's on the way, and she missed it badly. Just barely brushed the right side of the rim. Greene County back the other way. Thompson working against Liberty Rice. Left side to Kylie Jackson. Down in low. They work it. No spin move up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Jackson had it for a moment, lost it, picked it up, and gives it off to Rice. Rice wants to run with it. Pulls up now. And now throws it out to Murphy to set up. Back over to Rice. 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Rice, left side, Bertram. And now Bertram trying to work with it down in the corner. She's trapped. Into Murphy, lobs it, trying to go to Lockhart, and it's knocked away. Greene County back the other way with it. 32 seconds to go in the quarter. Ball gets loose, and I don't know what that is. Ball gets tipped away. Murphy tipped it away, tried to get to it, but couldn't get to it in time. And Emma Hughes is going to check into the Trojanette lineup. 5'5" junior in for Liberty Rice. 24.5 left here in the first quarter of play. Barren County 13, Greene County 12. Trying to work a double screen out top to go down low. Double team. Pass knocked away inside and trying to go up with a shot. Jump ball. And possession arrow goes back to Greene County with 13.8 to play. Liberty Rice will return to the Trojanette lineup, and she'll come in for Katie Murphy. 13.8 to go in the opening quarter. Throwing it in is McCubbins. Sends it out front. Long, straight away, three. Bounces high off the rim. Rebound pulled down by Bertram. 8 seconds to go. Bertram pushing it down the left side. Crossover to the right, back left. Driving. Had it knocked away. Stolen. Greene County's got it with 1 second. They can't get the shot off in time, and that'll end the quarter. After one, it is Barren County 13, Greene County 12. We'll be back after this break. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon. Lockhart's mom, Amanda Galloway Lockhart, played here at Barren County. Free throw, no good. And the rebound to Lockhart for the Trojanettes. Here's Murphy. In the corner, Bertram, 3-ball, no good this time. Greene County with a rebound, running back the other way. Here's Kylie Jackson driving against Lockhart. Shot hits the side of the backboard, going to get a foul.
She's got to put her head down and went to the rim that time. I think if we'd really gotten out of the way, she'd have probably just fallen down and lost her balance.
So the foul on Macy Lockhart, her first, team's 8th. Kylie Jackson at the line. The free throw goes up. It's good.
You'd really like to get Elizabeth a break. Elizabeth hadn't been out the whole game, but with the foul trouble and the personnel you have to put on the floor, you've got to leave her out there right now. Katie's just had about 10 seconds of rest herself.
Kylie Jackson hits both. She's 4 for 4 at the line. 20-14. Barren County with a 6-point lead. Lockhart in the backcourt. Fires it over to Murphy. Murphy, the long diagonal pass over to Harlow and back out to Lockhart. Got 2 freshmen and an 8th grader on the court for Barren County right now, joining Bertram and Rice. They try to go into the high post. It's knocked away. And here comes Greene County on the run. They're going to drive. Ooh, a collision here and an offensive foul. Liberty Rice taking the charge. And the foul is going to be on Greene County's Haley Judd, and that is her 3rd. Number 8 on the Lady Dragons.
A big foul for them. I think they thought they had to leave her on the floor, probably their leading scorer, best player out here, after they got down by 6 or 7.
Yep. 4:46 to play in the first half. Barren County 20, Greene County 14. Rice with it on the right side. Rice dribbling halfway to the corner. Out to Bertram. Thought about the 3. Now fires it down in low, and a shot put up and in. Taylor Harlow, the freshman, getting the bucket on the assist from Bertram. And a 22-14 Barren County lead as Coach Chris Blades calls for a timeout. This will be a 30.
I know you can hear Piper in our ear saying, don't force it, don't force it, don't force it. Well, we have when we've turned it over, but when we are patient, look for openings, and work the ball around. We've done a good job moving, but we haven't necessarily found a lot of openings against Greene County zone. That time we were patient, moved the ball around. Elizabeth found the bucket for the assist and got it back to a nice, comfortable 8-point lead.
You know, you got Murphy, an 8th grader, playing a point. You got a couple of freshmen on the court. Macy Lockhart, Taylor Harlow, both at 5'9". Helps in the post. Of course, Lockhart really playing more out on the perimeter than is in the post. Harlow playing in the post right now. 22-14, Greene County with the basketball. So work it up against Elizabeth Bertram. Right side, Kylie Jackson. Here's the lob down low. And the shot put up and in. Going to get a foul. Hudgens gets the bucket. And the foul is going to be on Taylor Harlow.
They've done a terrific job posting and feeding the post tonight. They haven't scored every time, but they've got it in there and got some really good looks. Here they'll have an and one opportunity to cut into our lead.
22-16. And Hudgens for the free throw toss. It's good. I think they've only missed maybe 1 or 2 free throws this first half. They're like 7 of 8.
If they didn't have those free throws, they wouldn't be anywhere close to being in this game.
Rice with it on the left side. Barren up by 5. Bertram, top of the key. Right side, Murphy. And they go inside. Rice cutting across the lane. Back out to Lockhart. Left side, Bertram. Bertram fires it back out to Rice. Murphy with it on the right side. Back over to Rice. 18-footer in the air. Is good.
Good shot. Wish he'd been a step further back to get a 3, but still a pure-looking jump shot.
Liberty Rice with their first bucket of the half, giving the Trojanettes a 7-point lead, 24-17. And a ball stolen away. Murphy, they went down low. Hudgens, and Murphy was there to take it away. Bertram fires it down to Harlow. Shot rejected. Greene County comes up with the basketball. Poked away. Murphy trying to go up. She's fouled.
You can live with Harlow getting her shot blocked because she had really good footwork that time, put herself in a nice position, just had off-ball help that she didn't see, and there was nobody there to drop it off to. But Katie made up for it, and what Katie does, she's a spectacular defender.
Yep.
Really, she does a good job sneaking around, and when you think you have an opening, she jumps in there, gets a steal, and can change a whole lot of games. You saw her do it in the first round of the state tournament, and you see her doing it here again tonight.
Played in 36 of the 37 Trojanette games last year as a 7th grader. And she's grown a couple of inches since last year.
Well, we needed her to grow 3 or 4 more, maybe hit an 8th grade growth spurt.
Yep. And that one's going to roll in for Katie Murphy. Her first 2 points tonight. Barren now goes back out to a 9-point lead, 26-17. That's the largest of the ball game. 3:20 to play here in the first half. Greene County with a basketball. Ball knocked away by Murphy. Couldn't get to it in time.
An important 3:16 maybe for Greene County. I think it's an opportunity for us to blow this open with their Haley Judd on the bench with 3 fouls.
Lady Dragons. Oh, that could have been a walk right there, but no call. Here's a shot out of the left corner. In the air, good. Knocking it down from long range. That was McCubbins. That's her second tray of the half, and it's 26-20. Cuts the lead to 6 for the Trojanettes. Bertram, right wing. Dribbles a couple of times. Lockhart, left side to Murphy. Back out now comes to Rice. Back to Murphy. Gonna fire it up. 3 in the air. Bottom.
At her point guard spot, we've got to find a way to get her shots.
People's Bank 3. Here's a shot going up. We got a whistle and a, what we got?
Called it a block.
And it's going to send Thompson to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Liberty tried to get in there and take her second charge, but the official called it a block instead. Pretty much a 50-50 call if you go back and look at the replay, I think.
Shot goes up. It's good for Thompson. Her first point of the game, 29-21. Emma Hughes returning to the Trojanet lineup for Liberty Rice.
It was close. Going back and look at the replay, she just kind of didn't get square as she slid her body around trying to get the shot to Thompson.
And that shot goes down for Gracie Thompson. Free throws keeping Greene County in the ball game. It's 29-22. Lockhart with it to the right wing. Out top to Hughes. Swings it left over to Murphy. Murphy back out now to Bertram. 2:25 left in the half. Here's a 3 in the air that is no good for Hughes. The rebound comes off to Thompson for Greene County. Thompson dribbling down the right side. And he goes in the corner now to McCubbins. McCubbins dribbles it back out and now gives to Milby. Milby fires it down. Picked off in there by Taylor Harlow on the turnover by Greene County. Bertram's got it now in front court. So we come down to the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Bertram, right side, Murphy. Harlow was down low, open there for a moment. Here's Bertram, a long 3, good! And Coach Piper Lindsay wants a 30-second timeout. With a minute 51 as the Trojanettes have their largest lead of the half, 32-22. After that People's Bank 3 by Elizabeth Bertram, her second of the quarter. Barren County's hit 4 trays in the first half, 3 here in this quarter.
That 3 put Elizabeth in double figures. We'll talk about it more in halftime, I'm sure. But you know, Elizabeth's consensus player of the player of the year in the region, I think, preseason, and she has an opportunity to be player of the year if she continues what she's done the last 3 or 4 years for us. But the way she's playing tonight, you can tell she's really locked in. I think she knows this is her team, and she will have to take a back seat maybe when we get some more players developed. But until then, she's got to run everything and kind of get a little help from Katie. But everything needs to fall in place.
Right. Greene County trying to go a little weave out there. Working around to the right side, driving, leaves it off in the corner. Almost lost it out of bounds. That was McCubbins. And the ball gets ripped away, loose on the floor, but picked back up, knocked away again, ping-ponged around, and here's a 3 ball in the air that is no good. And rebound taken off by Murphy. Minute 25 left in the first half. Murphy sends it down into Harlow. She got pushed from behind and no call. And Greene County comes up with a basketball.
I don't know how that ball went through, but it was a great catch. Just couldn't finish.
Yep. And working inside, driving, scoop shot up, no good. Rebound put back up, no good. Foul on the Trojanettes. And it's on 23. That'll be Emma Hughes, her first.
Number 23, Emma Hughes, that's her first.
2 shots for Hudgens. First one on the way, banks in. Straight away. 32-23. Halftime, Amy Irwin, principal of Barren County High, will be with us. Second shot is missed. Harlow with the rebound for Barren County. As we come down to 1 minute to play in the first half. Right side is Lockhart. Back out it comes to Hughes. Swings it left to Murphy. Murphy out of the wing. Out top it comes to Bertram. Fires it up for 3. It's short. Long rebound back off to Murphy. Murphy throws it across, and Hughes chases it down on the right side. Back out to Bertram. Now here's Murphy with it with 44 seconds to play. They'll give it out to Lockhart. Lockhart hands it back off to Murphy. They may just hold it here.
I think that'd be a wise decision. Go in no worse than up 9.
Murphy, left side, Lockhart. Lockhart puts down one dribble. Out to Hughes, top of the key. Right side it goes to Murphy. Trying to go inside, can't go. Now here's Bertram trying to go into the paint. Had it knocked loose. He got fouled there, a little push. And the ball gets swatted away. Barren County will keep it with 15.6 to play.
They've gone man, so give us a chance maybe to catch our breath here, side out of bounds, and adjust to that man offense we need to run.
Ball comes out to Murphy, gets rid of it over to Hughes. 13 seconds to play. Ooh, dangerous pass. Bertram there to get it. 3 in the air. No good off the left side of the rim. Greene County with a rebound. They're on the run, on the break, and there's going to be a foul called as it was Jackson trying to go for the shot.
Yeah, and she come over here and look. Elizabeth comes over and looks at the bench and knows she took that shot way too early because it leads to a transition for them and a foul on Katie Murphy. Even though it's her first, still a chance for them to get points.
Free throw good by Jackson. She's 5 out of 5. That is just one foul on her, right?
Yes, Katie Murphy's got one.
Yeah. Kylie Jackson back of the line. All of her points have come from the charity stripe here in the first half, and this one is good as well. 32-25, 7-point lead. Here's a long mid-court shot off the backboard by Katie Murphy. That'll end the half. Barren County will take a 32-25 lead in the locker room over Greene County. We'll come back with a halftime report in just a moment, brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. When we return after this break, this is Trojanet basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Amy Irwin is the principal at Barren County High School.
Hi, Jay. How are you today?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, glad you could
talk
take
to you
a
tonight.
couple of minutes. I know you got a busy schedule going on, and it's good to have you on the radio tonight. And it's hard to believe this semester is almost over.
It is. It is flying by. We are down to less than 3 weeks until finals. Our students have finals December 19th and 20th. But they're still working hard. Today, all of our 10th graders and 11th graders did a practice ACT cert testing. So we're going to finish strong this semester and get ready to wrap up these first semester courses.
Tell us about some other things that's been going on this year. I mean, it's been a quick year, seems like.
It really has. It really has. Of course, our winter sports are off to a great start. Our swim team won their Ohio County meet, and they're going to be with having a meet against Monroe County Thursday. The Candy Cane Classic Saturday in Owensboro. Our bowling team has won 2 matches, and our cheer team won regionals, and they compete at the state tournament December 14th. So we're very proud of all these student athletes, and of course we're looking forward to cheering on our Trojans and Trojanettes. We also this week have an event we would love to invite the community to, and any students and parents, and it is Family Coding Night, Thursday, December 5th at 5:30 at the Barren County Innovation Zone. That evening, not only is it Coding Night, but we will also be announcing the winners to an event that's going on during the school day with students in the area, the WKU Topper Hacks, which our coding program, Skills, has partnered with Western on. And in this, participants will do a series of challenges with app design, website design, logo creative design, and some digital competitions. And the winners are going to receive prizes sponsored by the WKU School of Engineering and Applied Sciences. A lot of the competitors will be entered into a drawing also for a Nintendo Switch. So we're very proud of the students that earned a spot in these competitions, and excited about Coding Night on Thursday. Also, along with the coding theme, we're very proud of what our skills program and our STEM programs offer, and we have a few students that have actually placed as a finalist in a national competition, and that is the Samsung Solve for Tomorrow app competition. We have Olivia Crow and DJ Dillon partnering with Zach Shearer from Metcalfe County, and they have basically created an app that impacts rural access to health care and mental health services. So we're very proud of those students, and we're expecting great things as they advance to that competition.
There's just so many opportunities here. It's just unbelievable of the opportunities that the students have here at Barren County High School.
Yes, it's unbelievable. And in addition to the STEM activity or opportunities, we also have a lot of arts opportunities, and students doing great. We invite our community out to the winter concert for our choir and orchestra groups on December 12th at 6 o'clock at the Barren County High School Auditorium. Our students have a talent show in-house on the 20th, so they are in the process of auditioning for that. And the casting is finished now for the Addams Family production coming up in March, and so we will have tickets for sale. Of course, not yet, but be watching for that online on our website. And then our band this week also had some great news. 32 students between the middle and high school were named to the KMEA 3rd District Honors Band. So very proud of all of our students in the arts. Also, another recent competition was our FFA and agriculture program. Sent 20 students to Western for regional contest, and we have 2 teams advancing to state at Rupp Arena with the Ag Sales and the Parliamentary Procedure teams. And then had some others to place as well regionally with our small engine and welding teams placing 4th and 5th.
Just a lot of things to talk about. I mean, there's so much that we could talk for 20 minutes.
We could. Lots of opportunities for students to become more and to become successful in their futures. One last thing that we'll mention, our service projects going on currently, and if any community members wish to donate to those also, we have a food drive where we're going to serve some Christmas meals and also deliver some non-perishable items to families in the community. And then our FBLA program is collecting winter coats and warm clothing, gloves, scarves, winter coats for the Boys and Girls Club. So we definitely invite anyone who wants to participate to make donations at Barren County High School.
Amy, thanks for sharing a few minutes with us.
Thank you, Jay.
And we'll have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Amy Irwin, principal at Barren County High School. 32-25, Trojanettes lead Greene County. Back with the halftime stats after this break on 103.7 Nash Icon. for the halftime report. 2. Merry Christmas from Colton's. Scoring in the first half for Greene County, Kylie Jackson, Kylie McCubbins, both with 6 points. 4 points for Caitlin Milby. Also, Tanley Hudson scored 4, and 3 for Maddie Corbin. 2 points for Gracie Thompson. Barren County in the first half, 12 points from Elizabeth Bertram, 5 from Katie Murphy, 5 from Raven Ennis, 4 from Carly Delk, 2 points each for Eve Jackson, Liberty Rice, and Taylor Harlow. Emma Hughes and Macy Lockhart saw action but did not score in the first half. Barren County with 4 threes in the first half, 2 of those from Elizabeth Bertram, 1 each from Katie Murphy and Raven Ennis. Ennis scored all 5 points in the first quarter. She picked up 2 fouls. Carly Delk picked up 2 in the first half. So did Eve Jackson, 1 each on Murphy, Bertram, Hughes, Rice, Lockhart, and Harlow. And then for Greene County, 3 fouls on Haley Judd, 2 on Maddie Corbin, 1 each on Jackson, Milby, Thompson, and Hutchins. It's third quarter coming up. Brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. We haven't had a chance to do a Coca-Cola scoreboard yet. We hope to do that here sometime in this half. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. Barren County 32, Greene County 25. As we start the third, Greene County moving to the right side of your radio dial here in the second half. Kylie Jackson sends over to Haley Judd. And now Judd hasn't put down the dribble, now does. One dribble comes out now to McCubbins. Barren County man-to-man defense. As they work it around to the right side, it comes to Jackson. And now out front with it is Milby. Back over now it comes to McCubbins. McCubbins fires it to Jackson in the corner. And now driving, going up against Ennis. We're going to get a foul called. And that'll be 3 now on Raven Ennis. First of the second half of the Trojanettes.
Maybe not her money's worth on the foul, but it definitely was a foul, and you hate to play less than a minute, and she's going to probably have to go to the bench.
Yeah. First free throw, rims good for Haley Judd. And Macy Lockhart now for Raven Ennis for the Trojanettes, so she'll have to sit out for a little while.
You can look at it both ways. Raven needs to find herself as much as anybody, but Macy needs the minute. So, I don't think you can go wrong either way, but this is a pretty close game, and Greene County's going to keep making free throws and make it closer.
Yeah, it was a 10-point lead for Barren County. Greene County has come back with 5 straight to trim it to 5. There's a pass knocked away trying to go to Bertram in midcourt. And it's going to stay with the Trojanettes. 7:17 to go here in the third. 32-27 Barren. I didn't have a chance to go over much stats there in the first half. Might want to try to throw those in. Okay. Some halftime stats when we can. Jackson's in a trap, and we're going to get a jump ball.
Will stay with us to avoid it being a turnover, but still, we got to stay out of those positions. We got to have somebody come to the ball when we see our teammates getting trapped.
Yeah. In the corner, here's Macy Lockhart firing a 3 that won't go. Greene County back the other way. They got a chance to cut it to 2 on the 3-point shot, but it's knocked away and stolen by Katie Murphy.
Need somebody to run with her, and there was nobody to run the lane.
Threw it back to Eve Jackson, back to Murphy. They whip it down into Delk. She puts it up and in. It's a little turn and a shot off the bank, and that is a People's Bank shot. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. 34-27 Trojanettes. 6 points for Carly Delk. 6:40 to play here in the third quarter. Greene County, here's a lob. It's going to go over the head of Judd and out of bounds. So the Trojanettes will get it. 6:36 to play. Third quarter. Barren County with a 7-point lead. Their largest has been 10. And working it up court to Katie Murphy. Got around the defender. Fires it down into Delk. Across it goes out to Jackson. They feed it into Bertram. Working inside the paint. Up with the left hand. It won't go. Ball tapped away. Delk grabs it underneath. Out in the corner. Murphy the 3. No. Long rebound tapped out. Trying to chase it down. Greene County's got it. And it's stolen away by Katie Murphy. Murphy looking at the floor, throwing it out to Bertram. Back to Murphy. Open 3 in the air. Won't go. And tipped away. Going to get a foul on Lockhart for coming over the back. The looks are there. They just won't go down.
That's right. And you're okay with that look in transition. Katie had her feet set, just couldn't get it to go down. I thought in the first half we maybe forced a couple of threes that you could have got any time you wanted against the zone, and our shot selection was, just trying to find shots.
Yeah. And working with it in the paint, Jackson puts it up. It's going to drop in for Kylie Jackson, her first field goal. She's got 8 points. She went 6 for 6 at the line in the first half. Lead back down to 5, 34-29. Trojanettes, dangerous pass going to be picked up. McCubbins has got it, drives the hoop and lays it in. Got it over the rim. And now a 3-point lead for Barren, 34-31. Comes over to Lockhart, dribbles it across midcourt. Left side it goes to Murphy. She'll circle it out. 5:20 to play in the third. Jackson comes out to get the pass. Right side corner is Delk. Cross-court pass, Lockhart. Left side. Lockhart back out now to Murphy. Fires it in there to Bertram. Bertram steps back for a 12-footer. That won't go. Delk trying to get the offensive rebound. Puts it back up, and she's fouled. Got between two Greene County defenders.
That possession and the possession before is the reason we had double the number of shots in the first half that Greene County had, because we continue to hit that offensive glass.
It's only the first foul of the second half against Greene County. And now Bertram will fire it out to Murphy. Left side, Lockhart pulls the trigger. It is no good, comes up short. Greene County now with a chance to tie the game at a 3-point shot. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 34-31. And working it down in low, going up against Lockhart. Shot goes up and in. That's Hudgens.
Taking advantage there, I think, trying to go mismatches that Chris Blade sees, and it worked for him there.
Bertram the 3. No good. Missed it badly.
One of those you can get anytime you want. She's got to drive to the bucket there.
Greene County works it across the line. It's Kylie Jackson. And now working inside. Judd throws it up in the lane. It's no good. Rebound grabbed in there by Lockhart. 4:20 to go, third quarter. Barren with a 1-point lead, led by as many as 10. Bertram, right wing. Cross-court pass comes left side. Steve Jackson, one dribble. Inside, turnaround, left elbow shot. Won't go for Bertram.
Not falling right now.
Greene County, here's a pull-up. Jackson puts it up. It's no good. Gets her on rebound. Dribbles it back out. And gives it to McCubbins. Back over to Kylie Jackson. And she threw it away. On the right baseline. Barren County will get it. Liberty Rice checking into the Trojanet lineup. Corbin for Greene County. Got to get a timeout here by Coach Piper Lindsay. And this will be a full timeout with 3:41 left to go here in the third. Barren County 34. And Greene County 33, but outscored 11-2 since they led 32-22. And this is a People's Bank timeout. People's Bank of Glasgow working for you. Remind you that Saturday, the Saturday night game between the Trojanettes and Bowling Green in the 14th versus 15th challenge at Bowling Green High will be aired on the new 104 The Score due to the Glasgow Christmas Parade being broadcast on 103.7 Nash Icon. There are 5 games that day. You're going to have a chance to see 10 of the 17 4th Region teams. Greenwood and Allen County Scottsville will start it off at 11, followed by Warren Central and Russell County at 1. 3, it's Warren East and Monroe County. 5 o'clock, South Warren and Glasgow, and then Barren County and Bowling Green at 7. We'll have the broadcast that game again. That'll be aired on 104 The Score and on 104thescore.com.
There's a ton going on Saturday. You got all the Christmas parades.
Right.
You've got Western plays Arkansas at Diddle. Big game there, and it's obviously a big game for our girls. We get to play Bowling Green twice, and probably, you know, if you project on down the line, you would play them again in regional tournament. But early game that I think they've set up to be the marquee game of that shootout.
Yeah. Now Greene County, full court pressure. Murphy sends it over to Rice. Rice back over to Murphy. Throws it across diagonal. It's knocked away and out of bounds as Hudgens crashes into the scores table down to our right. Raven Ennis has returned to the Trojanet lineup. She's going to come in for Elizabeth Bertram to give her a breather. 3:32 left in the third. Barren County with a 1-point lead, 34-33. Murphy, right side, Jackson. Back to Murphy. Swings it left. Here's Liberty Rice. Looking at a trap. Bounces back out to Murphy. Diagonal pass, right corner, Delk. Delk lobs it back out to Murphy. Gives it over to Jackson. Jackson back out to Murphy. Now Murphy back to Jackson to the right side. Goes down in the corner to Delk once again. They throw it into the circle there to Rice. She had it ripped away from her. Loose ball on the floor now. Diving for it. And we're going to get timeout called by Chris Blades.
That was just in the nick of time because I think she rolled over and put her foot on the sideline right there in front of you.
So 30-second timeout for the Lady Dragons. You're listening to 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow, and online at the new 104thescore.com. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Rex Rush, stat person tonight with us here courtside at Barren County High. Matthew Clark in the studio on controls.
Well, I watched that scrimmage when we played at Dare County here, and one of the main notes I wrote down was when that three's not going down, which it has not been in this quarter, we're going to have trouble scoring in the half court. Well, you see that here with only 2 points in 5 minutes of action. And, just thankfully, Greene County hasn't exploded. They've only scored 8, and we still remain ahead by 1.
Delk, the only bucket for Barren County here in the second half. We're down to 2:50 to play in the third quarter. Greene County now with a chance to take the lead here for the first time since early in the ball game. Working around left, bounce pass, broke it up, and it's going to be taken in there by Murphy. I believe Ennis is the one who got the hand on it. Rice back to Ennis. Down low, Delk fires it back out to Rice. Free throw line. In there to Jackson. And a reverse up and in.
Avoided the foul, probably going from the left side to the right.
36-33. Barren County back up to a 3-point lead. 2:16 to play, third quarter. Out top with it is Hudgens. Go right side with it now. And back out top, Thompson. And gonna have to do something with it. Comes back out to Haley Judd. And now Thompson has it knocked away inside. It's batted back out though. Jackson comes up with a basketball for Greene County with 1:50 to play. Jackson getting the screen. Top of the key, now drives left. Leaves it off in the corner. 3 ball in the air. No good. Rebound taken by Katie Murphy. Murphy brings it down the floor. Right side, Jackson fires it down to Delk. She puts it in and draws a foul.
Defender was just absolutely being lazy right there. I think they're going to get the foul on Hudgens, right?
Yeah, it's going to be her second. Team second.
I think she was honestly surprised the ball got down the floor so quick to Carly. Carly made a quick move, just turned and scored, and she nudged her out of the way. That's what picked up her third foul, and us an opportunity to 3-point play and extend it back to 6.
And Delk throws it up. It's too strong. Rebound taken by Greene County. Out front with it is Kylie Jackson for the Lady Dragons. Minute 22 left in the third. Barren back up by 5. 38-33. We get a moving screen out top, and it's going to be on Milby.
Well, that was caused by Katie Murphy getting up in the ball handler right there. If she just takes the screen, it's a clean one, but instead she tried to go up and around. The defender moved. Turnover, Greene County back to us. This is a run. This is an important 117 to get us back. Get us back a little bit of a comfortable lead.
Ennis with the basketball. Out front now to Murphy. Back over to Ennis on the right. In the corner goes to Delk. Delk's trap. Back out to Ennis. Got to fire it up. 3 in the air. Ooh, in and out. Rebound taken by Greene County. That's Judd. Judd pushing it down the floor, goes inside, throws up the runner. It's good.
Nobody stopped.
Try to cut her off.
Yeah.
38-35. Barren by 3. 46 seconds to play. Third quarter. Ennis with it right side. Over to Murphy. Murphy hooks it back top to Ennis. Left side corner is Hughes. And ball kick, trying to make the bounce pass to Bertram.
How do we execute at the end of this quarter? We didn't execute well at the end of the first half. Gave them an extra possession and points. If we're going to hold it for one shot, we need to not leave them any time for one.
Yeah. Ennis will toss it in. Comes out to Murphy. 35 seconds to play. Third quarter. Right side, Bertram fires it in there to Ennis. Puts it up good off the window.
Good play. She just dove down, and the help didn't come from the weak side.
People's Bank shot for Raven Ennis, her 7th point, 40-35. Trojanettes, 18 seconds to play. They go in and working down low. Here's with a nice defensive play by Delk, forcing up the shot. Oh, that should be an offensive foul. I think it's pushed off. They're going to call a foul on Emma Hughes.
First of all, it was, as you mentioned, it was excellent post defense by Carly Delk. She just stood, squared her body, and we could not corral the rebound. I agree with you 100%. I think Emma took a charge, but got the block instead.
Number 32, Jackson.
Got a couple of changes in the lineup. Eve Jackson's back in for the Trojanettes. Liberty Rice also back in as well. A couple of changes for Greene County. They'll put Kylie Jackson back in the lineup. 8.6 seconds to go. Greene County on their end of the floor to toss it in. It'll be Corbin to toss it in for the Lady Dragons. Trying to find somebody open. It comes way out front. 8 seconds to go. McCubbins getting the screen, dribbling to the right. Cut off by Hughes. They force it inside there, and it's taken away, and that ends the quarter. After 3, Barren County 40, Greene County 35. We'll come back with the fourth quarter of this one after this break. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon. For the fourth and final quarter here at Trojan Gym. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Rex Rush, Matthew Clark in studio. This fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Trojanettes 40, Greene County 35. And it'll be the Lady Dragons basketball as we start the fourth. And working with it, McCubbins. Hand it off out there to Corbin. And now to Jackson. Jackson working around left side in the corner. They give it back, and now they lob it, and it's knocked away. Delk got a hand on it. They had trapped Milby down low. And actually, it went off of Milby and out of bounds, so it's going to be Trojanettes ball. Got a break there, maybe.
Yeah, didn't see that one live action or in the replay, but was good help backside from Raven and gets us a turnover.
Raven Ennis to the right side. Oh, dangerous pass going to be picked off. Turnover by Barren. That's Corbin with the ball.
Yeah, can't give it right back.
Corbin, right side, over to McCubbins, and down low, one dribble, they put it up and in, and a foul. I'm not sure how that was a foul, wasn't much there on that.
They're going to give it to Eve, aren't they? Yeah, it wasn't much one at all. She just kind of swiped and maybe got a fingernail on her.
That's going to be her third foul and the fourth Barren County foul of the second half. That cuts the lead to 3, 40-37.
Here's what we did well last time was the weak side defensive help, and then the next possession we didn't do it all and give them a 3-point play and get it back to a 2-point game. So we've got to be a little bit more consistent. 40-38, 7:19 to play in the basketball game. In the middle it goes to Ennis. Out it comes to Bertram. Bertram fires it. Ooh, Ennis got a hand on it. Off her hand and out of bounds. Another turnover by Barren. I think Piper would quantify that as a forced pass, which led ultimately to a turnover, and Greene County has a chance to tie it up or take the lead here.
Barron's largest lead has been 10 points here in this basketball game. 1 minute gone here in the fourth. Corbin with the basketball for Greene. Out front with it, left side. Sends it off now to Milby. They dump it down in there to Jackson and back out to Judd. And now they go back left to Corbin. So reset. Setting the screen. Here's Corbin driving. Shot blocked by Bertram and out of bounds.
Excellent catch-up speed there by Elizabeth. She was beat, turned the corner, and she took a nice angle to block that shot.
Corbin will put it in play as it comes out front to Judd. Back to Corbin. Corbin guarded out there by Elizabeth Bertram. Working left side, and we're going to get a moving screen.
Yeah, that was a terrible screen attempt by Hudgens and set her fourth. Is it third, sorry. It wasn't even close.
Third, fourth team foul.
Yeah. She put her hip right into her, and that's an easy call from the official, especially right there in front of everybody.
Coach Chris Blaze didn't like the call for Greene County. Murphy, bounce pass over to Bertram. Delk, and trying to throw over the top, got it batted back to her, but Trojanettes keep it alive. 6:28 to play, up by 2. Left side is Murphy. Back out front to Ennis. Back to Murphy on the left wing. Has an open look at a three, doesn't take it. Back out to Bertram. And she'll bounce it back off to Murphy to set it up. Back to Bertram left side. Back out to Murphy. Goes right side to Jackson. And this is a pass down underneath. Bertram trying to go up with it. Puts it in.
We ran the backdoor play we run to start quarters and start games. We've kind of switched it up and ran them in the middle of quarters tonight. Got 4 points off of those 2 possessions.
Only the first 2 points of the second half. Here's a wide open shot put up and in by Hudgens.
We give it right back again. No weak side help. We're staring at our man instead of being in the paint to help.
42-40. Barren County with a 2-point lead. 5:44 to play. Bertram can't shoot, throws it back out to Murphy. They go inside to Ennis, got trapped. Now back in the corner, Bertram, the three, bingo!
That's the three you want to take, an inside-out three. Elizabeth had all day to set her feet and think about it.
That's her third Peoples Bank 3-point shot tonight. Pushes the lead back out to 5 at 45-40. Corbin with it, top of the circle. Right side, wing, three, bounces off. Delk with a rebound for Barrett. Gives to Ennis. Ennis dribbles into the front court. Left side, it goes to Bertram. Lobs it back out. Murphy comes up with the basketball. Coming down to the 5-minute mark of the ball game. 45-40, Barren County. Murphy fires it off in the corner, right side to Bertram. Bertram putting down the dribble. Going to fire up another 3-point shot. This time it comes off. Ennis gets the offensive rebound and threw it off of the Greene County player and out of bounds.
Good play that time to stay inbounds and control your body to get it off of a Greene County player.
Macy Lockhart comes in for Eve Jackson for the Trojanettes with 4:48 to play. And Murphy inbounds the ball out to Ennis in the corner. Thought about the three. Gives it rid of it out to Lockhart. Lockhart back over to Ennis. There's a pass down inside Murphy and back around the perimeter. Ennis over to Bertram. Bertram now throws it back out. Ennis, top of the key, back to Bertram. In the middle, here's Murphy in a lot of traffic. Back to Lockhart. Three in the air. Good by Bertram.
Another three you like. Katie got in deep, kicked it back out, swung it around the perimeter to get Elizabeth another three tonight.
That's her fourth Peoples Bank three tonight. Two in the second quarter, and now two here in the fourth quarter. She had not scored in the second half until about a minute and a half ago, and she's knocked down 8 points, 2 threes and a 2, giving her 20 points on the night and an 8-point Barren County lead. And Coach Chris Blades is going to use all of his time out to talk to the officials.
I don't know what he's really got an argument about other than maybe we walked before we got rid of the ball down there. I really don't know, to be honest with you. Maybe it still stems from 3 or 4 possessions ago when he was upset about that moving screen. Just guessing. But what you see us really have a few possessions tonight where our shot selection has been really good. There's a lot of examples where we've actually been maybe too unselfish and we passed up some shots and that have not necessarily led to better shots. But then you have possessions like that where we go in, we try to drive, nothing's there, kick it out, swing it around for an excellent three by Elizabeth. Those are the things that it's the first game of hopefully 30 or 40 games. So, you're going to have to live with some of those mistakes by the young kids. Even the old kids are making mistakes tonight. But it's just part of the growing process. And thankfully, you got a good team like Greene County to come in here. They're going to win 20 games.
Yeah, no doubt.
Easily win 20 games this year. So you've got a good test tonight. You don't have a team you're going to beat by 40 to make those mistakes against.
And Greene County's favored to win their district this year, District 18 in Region 5. 4-10, and there's a pass down low, the shot put up, no good, traveling violation on McCubbins. Yeah, she shuffled her feet.
She did.
I think she knew how wide open she really was there. Barren County with the basketball, a chance to extend the lead back to the longest of the night. Murphy gets with the basketball to Ennis out of the trap. Now here's Bertram driving strong to the bucket, puts it up, it comes up short. Rebound in there by Hudgens for Greene County. 3:53 to play. Pass picked off by Murphy. They tried to go down low to Milby. Murphy, long pass underneath. Lockhart puts it in and draws a foul.
Good look down the floor. Catch by Macy. Had to even readjust her body middle air as she was underneath the backboard just a little bit. But good job converting, taking the contact, and getting it back to 10. A chance to push it to the largest lead of 11 if we can knock this free throw down. So a good stretch here for the Trojanettes.
Foul is on Hudgens, her fourth. That's the fifth Greene County foul of the second half. Free throw is good for Lockhart. The freshman coming in and getting a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Extending the lead to 11, their largest now, 51-40 with 3:39 to play. Greene County with the basketball, comes out top now. Hudgens over the left side now to Corbin. Corbin getting a lot of pressure from Bertram. Got her smothered out there, gets with the basketball, coming out to get it now is Jackson. Jackson against Katie Murphy. Now back over the left side, Corbin. Corbin now out top. It's Hudgens, right side to Jackson. Jackson's guarded by Katie Murphy. Down low, knocked away by Delk. She comes up with a loose ball and gives it off to Murphy. Right side over to Bertram. Coming down to 3 minutes to play in the game. Up by 11. Trojanettes. Ennis on the left wing. In the middle. Bertram feeds it to Delk, and she puts it in.
I like just pulling it back out, seeing what we had, and letting the play develop. Terrific triangular ball movement there.
53-40. Barren County with 2:44 to play. Trying to work it off the screen was Corbin there. Now they almost threw it away. There's a collision with Macy Lockhart. Now Corbin working around to the left side, still dribbling, now picks it up, needs some help out there. Gets rid of it off to Hudgens. Hudgens over the left side now. They work it. Milby fires up the 10-footer and hits it. That's their first two since the first quarter. 53-42. Ennis with the basketball, working, spinning, in the lane, going to the bucket, puts it up, banked it in.
The middle just open, wide open for her.
Raven Ennis with her 9th point on the People's Bank shot, 55-42. 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Cross-court pass comes right side over to Judd to give it out top. They work it down and low against Lockhart. Shot no good, but a foul on Macy Lockhart. And that'll be her third, team's fifth of the second half.
22, Macy Lockhart.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say it's going to put Hudgens at the line where she's 3 of 5.
I don't know if Macy expected to play as many minutes tonight as she has, but she was kind of forced into it with early foul trouble by Raven. And she's played really well. She's going to show you that she's not afraid to stick her nose in there and take some contact and try to make some plays.
55-43 as Hudgens connects and hits both. 55-44, Barren County with a minute 56 to play. Trojans and Dragons coming up in game 2 for a doubleheader. The ball comes into Bertram. A long cross-court pass comes off to Lockhart underneath the Delk. Puts it up, missed it. Lockhart trying to crash the board for the offensive rebound, but Greene County comes up with it. Ball slapped away by Bertram and out of bounds. Minute 44 left. As the ball comes into play, and it's Judd, and it's picked off in there, but they'll try to throw it to the top. Here comes Lockhart. Lockhart to the rack, lays it up, missed the layup. Now getting the fouls. Lockhart reached in. A little frustration foul there on Macy Lockhart. It's going to be her fourth, team sixth.
Had 2 possessions, 2 good looks at it, just missed 2 layups. That would have really sealed the deal and put you up by 15. But you're up 11, minute 30 to go. We play good, solid defense here, and we should walk away, start the year 1-0.
Greene County with the basketball, working with it, left side. Jackson split the defenders, shot no good, but a foul on the Trojanettes. Katie Murphy picks up her second. 7th team foul of the Trojanettes. And Kylie Jackson, who's been perfect from the line tonight, puts it up and in. 7 for 7. But 9 points for Jackson tonight. She averaged 16 a game last year for the Lady Dragons. 55-45. Second shot's good for Jackson. Hudgens back in for Greene County, replacing Milby. 55-46. Pass in the middle goes to Delk. Delk turns, looks, and throws it back over to Murphy on the right side. Cross-court pass. Lockhart driving in, puts up the shot. No, gets her on rebound. Then try to go back up and is blocked out of bounds. 1:10 remaining in the contest.
I'll tell you, we haven't done a score update tonight, but the scores are few and far between coming in.
And here's Delk going underneath. Oh, can't get it to drop. Wide open look. 55, she's not going to miss too many of those. 55-46, 1 minute to play in the ball game. Greene County with the basketball out top. Hudgens wants to drive against Delk, and she threw it away.
We maybe, and this is completely an unofficial stat that's never been kept, but we maybe made more layups last year as a team than any other Trojanet team ever.
That's very possible.
Last 2 or 3 possessions haven't helped this year's team surpass last year's.
Foul in the backcourt on Corbin, her third. That's number 6 of the Lady Dragons here in the second half. 52.7 to play. Pass comes into Bertram. Bertram against Corbin. And now got another foul call. And that will be number 4. Now on Maddie Corbin. Puts the Trojanettes in the bonus now with 49.9 to play in the ball game. And substitution coming back in, Caitlin Milby for Greene County replacing Corbin. Elizabeth Bertram, 2 for 2 at the stripe tonight. 20 points in the ball game, 4 threes. And the shot goes up, and it's no good. Delk with the offensive board, falling down, got rid of it to Bertram on the left side of the lane. It's no good. Ball tipped up in the air. Greene County's got the ball. Here comes Jackson with it. Knocked away by Murphy, but chased down. Greene County keeps it alive. Driving in the paint. Shot goes up. It is no good. Going to get a foul call with 36.8 to play. Bertram, her second, team's 8th. And that's putting Jackson at the free throw line. Perfect tonight. She was 80% from the line last year. And tonight, to start the season, she is 9 for 9. 55-47. And this shot goes up, and it's good. 12 points for Jackson. 55-48 with 36.8 to play. It's a 3-possession ball game. Lockhart lobs it back over to Ennis. Ennis throws it down the floor, and we got to get a foul in the back court.
Couldn't get rid of it quick enough to Elizabeth, who had had a wide open layup.
From Kylie Jackson, her second. Greene County's 8th of the half. And Raven Ennis will be at the free throw line for Barren County for 1 in the bonus. Raven Ennis, 2 for 2 at the line, 9 points in the ball game. And the free throw is up, and it's no good.
Missed layups and front ends.
Yeah. Greene County trying to force up the shot, and they're going to get a foul on Katie Murphy. And that's her third, and going to put Kylie Jackson back at the free throw line. I guess if you're going to, that's your best free throw shooter, and you don't want to foul her.
We had, go back to say this, we had 2 layups. If we made them, we were up 15.
Yeah. Oh, a first miss for Kylie Jackson in front of the 1-1. Barren County, Bertram, left side, it goes to Lockhart. Just need to pull it out here. Foul going to be called on Jackson for Greene County. She fouled Elizabeth Bertram. That is a 9th team foul on Greene County here in the second half. And Elizabeth Bertram at the line.
She makes those free throws down there on the other end. It's a 5-point game, and it's completely different maybe last 17 seconds. But Elizabeth's got a chance to maybe make us feel a little bit more comfortable if she gets a second one, too.
21 now for Elizabeth Bertram tonight. Free throw, good. 22 now for Bertram. Scored 10 in this quarter. 57-48, 15 seconds to play. Bounce pass goes left side. They go in the corner, and then a forced up shot, but Corbin comes up short. 6 seconds to go. Barren County's going to get the opening win of the season here with a 57-48 victory over Greene County tonight. They go to 1-0 on the season. Greene County 0-1 to start the season. We'll come back with a post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven on our farm and made for yours. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon. I don't know, we were in foul trouble there in the first half, and at one time you had an 8th grader and 2 freshmen on the court.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You know, Carly was in foul trouble also. We had 2 seniors and a sophomore, you know, or 3 of our starters, and I thought Macy Lockhart did a heck of a job, and Taylor Harlow, 2 freshmen, came in and played some big minutes that helped us keep the lead, you know. And then also I thought that Emma Hughes and Liberty Rice, 2 juniors, off the bench, they did a really good job too. Just defensively, they're solid. But again, I just think that those 4 that came off the bench did a heck of a job for us in that first half.
And Greene County's not a bad basketball team. They got 4 starters back from last year, favored to win their district this year, and they play in that tough 5th region. I mean, you got Bardstown, Bethlehem, E-Town, Bardstown, Marion County, and so it's a tough region that they play in.
First half, I don't think she even had a field goal. So excellent there. And then, I mean, even some big girls inside that, you know, Carly to work with. I keep telling us, we're 5'7", we're 5'8", maybe 5'9". We've got to do a better job on, pressuring the ball. That way it's harder to throw it inside.
Yeah, you held Kylie Jackson only one field goal the entire night. That's pretty good.
That's solid. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a tough week for you. You got South Warren here on Friday night. You go to Bowling Green on Saturday night. And, of course, South Warren, the last time we played them, was in the regional semifinals last year. They lost Natalie Pierce, but they returned just about everybody else.
They do, and they're going to be a tough matchup for us. They love the little matchup zone, so we'll come in and start working on offensively that way. And then, of course, I love our defense. As long as we keep getting better, I think could be a good little trip for us.
Yep. Coach, congratulations to you.
All right, thank you.
Coach Piper Lindsay and the Trojanettes getting the opening season win here tonight over Greene County, 57-48 the final score. And we'll take a look at the post-game stats now, brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven on our farm and made for yours. Greene County tonight got 13 points from Tanley Hudgens, 12 from Kylie Jackson. Caitlin Milby scored 6. Kylie McCubbins with 8. Gracie Thompson had 2. Haley Judd with 4. Maddie Corbin scored 3 points in the contest. Barren County led tonight by Elizabeth Bertram's 22. Katie Murphy scored 5. Raven Ennis with 9. 10 for Carly Delk. She was the other Trojanette in double figures. 4 points for Eve Jackson. 3 for Macy Lockhart. Liberty Rice scored 2. And Taylor Harlow with 2 points in the game. Emma Hughes, the only Trojanette that played that did not score. Barren County led 13-12 at the end of the first quarter. 32-25 at halftime. 40-35 after 3. And 57-48 is the final score. We'll come back with more in a moment as the Trojanettes win tonight, 57-48 over Greene County. We'll get set for the Trojans and Dragons later in this broadcast tonight, so stay tuned. You're following Barren County basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. action here Friday night against South Warren. Saturday night on the road at Bowling Green, part of the 15th versus 14th challenge. So two big games against two really good teams coming up later this week. Coach Piper Lindsay's comments brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And we'll get set for the Trojans and the Dragons coming up next as you're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Regular season, the Barren County Trojans and the Greene County Dragons in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Remind you that our pregame report is brought to you by Zaxby's with two new adventures to taste. Each meal only $6.99, the Smokehouse Cheddar Barbecue Filet Sandwich or the Southwest Chipotle Filet Sandwich. Greene County last year came in at 10-18 under Coach Peter DeStefano in his second season in Greensburg. They lost to Hart County in the 18th District Tournament 79-72, and they lost four starters from last year's ball club. They do return their leading scorer, though, in Gunnar Bush, a 6'5", 200-pound junior that averaged just under 16 points a game. They averaged 61 points a game last year, 44.8% from the foul line, though. A very poor shooting, actually from the field, that is, 44.8%. 64% from the foul line. They had 28 threes, or excuse me, 28% on the three-point line, 100 threes knocked down. And they averaged 28 rebounds a game. Of course, Region 5, that's a tough region with John Hardin, Marion County, Elizabethtown, and Bardstown, the top four ranked teams in the preseason poll. But Greene County is favored to finish second in the 18th district behind LaRue County. And then you've got Hart County and Caverna in that 18th district. Greene County won the ball game last year up in Greensburg, 56-45 over the Trojans. Bush for the Dragons had 10 points in that game. They shot 50%. Barren County only shot 33.3 in that game last year. The big difference was at the free throw line. Greene County 23 of 33 from the charity stripe. Barren County was only 6 of 7 from the line. And last year's loss to Greene County was the first since the series resumed in 2009. Coach Warren Cunningham in his 12th season at Barren County, 15-15 last year. Lost to Glasgow in overtime in the 15th District Tournament, 55-50. Lost two seniors off the ball club last year, including Landon Key and Michael Harbison. but return everybody else with Will Bandy, who was a leading scorer last year for the Trojans, averaged 15.5 points a game. And Aiden Niken, the 6'4 sophomore that returns, averaged 14.3 a game. Also Gavin Withrow, averaged about 8.5. Tyler Bush, and a new addition to the Trojans team this year, Robert, and transfer from Glasgow Christian Academy, and he will probably start the point tonight. The transfer from Glasgow Christian Academy, Jacob Shaw, a 6'2 senior.
Jacob should be a really nice addition. He's at a position we desperately need to be good, and that's the point guard position. So you've got a couple of guys that can slide over and play the point, but what his addition does, it allows other guys to slide out of that point position who I think we need to be really good shooters to be a good ball club this year. If there is any type of question mark, you mentioned it early in the early pregame, before the girls' game even, we've got to be a better shooting basketball team. We've got to not have streaks where we just go completely cold and can't find a bucket, especially from deep. So, you look at Greene County's size and length, they've got two kids that are 6'4", two kids that are 6'5" tonight, so it's not going to be an easy game going in, just getting paint points. We're going to have to be able to open that up by hitting some outside shots. So hopefully, Jacob gives us some more points. He gives us some more looks, more opportunities, and we find ourselves a little bit more in defined roles this year than we have in the past.
The Trojans averaged 60 points a game last year. They shot 43% from the field, 28% from behind the arc. They hit 107 threes last season. 67% from the foul line. They had 29 rebounds a game. Of course, the Trojans were ranked in the preseason poll today in the Bowling Green Daily News. They were rated 5th in the region, behind Warren Central, Bowling Green, Glasgow, and Logan County. Glasgow is favored to win the district this year. Barren County is predicted to finish second, with Allen County, Scottsville a close third, and Monroe County fourth. So, Greenwood's going to be in that mix, too, in the region this year. Will McCoy, the new coach for the Gators. So,
Coach McCoy's got a nice-looking team. I think he can really challenge down there at Bowling Green, and, it's somebody's got to knock off Warren Central or Bowling Green eventually to get this fourth region back out of their hands.
Yep.
It's going to be competitive. It's always, and first things first, you got to worry about getting out of our district. You thought Monroe might be down a little bit, and then they come and play Glasgow really well, who I think everybody agrees is the first seed going in with the weapons they have. They're all sitting up here left of us in the front row tonight. They're off tonight after they played that game Monroe County last night.
Yep. We'll take a break and we'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups of tonight's game. The Trojans and Dragons will return. You're listening to Trojan Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. the studios of Nash Icon handling controls. And we're going to have the starting lineups from a public address announcer, Mr. Bruce Simmons, here in just a second. Mind you're listening to our coverage on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow, online at the new 104thescore.com.
I think we're going to have a moment of silence first if you want to get that on there.
And the officials for tonight's game, Mark Curry, Brian Morgan, Charlie Graves. The officials sponsored by Scotty's Contracting and Stone.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's go to Bruce Simmons.
on November 23rd, Georgia Shirley passed away unexpectedly. Shirley was well-respected and well-liked baseball official for many years in the Fort region and surrounding areas. At this time, we would like to take a moment of silence in remembrance of Joe. Welcome to Barren County High School for tonight's boys basketball action. Tonight's game will feature the Greene County Dragons and the Barren County Trojans. First for the visitors on the scoreboard. At one guard, number 12, Kellen Whitlow. At a guard, number 22, Braden Sluter. At a guard, number 23, Jackson Johnson. At a forward, number 5, Gunnar Bush. At the other forward, number 33, Bryce Blakeman. And now for your very own Barren County Trojans. Starting at one guard, a 5'9" junior, number 3, Gavin Withrow. Starting at a guard, a 6'2" senior, number 21, Jacob Shaw. At a guard, a 6'4" sophomore, number 24, Aiden Niken. At a forward, a 6'5" senior, number 20, Will Bandy. At your other forward, a 5'11" senior, number 35, Tyler Bush. Your Trojans are coached by assistants Jared Browning, Matt Gardner, and Austin Burge. Head coach Warren Cunningham. Your officials for tonight's game, Brian Morgan, Mark Curry, and Charlie Graves.
And the lineups are brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. So we get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off and first quarter of action. Sponsored by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Trojans in white with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. Greene County in all green with white numbers and lettering. And it's Aiden Niken in the jump circle for Barren County. He'll jump against Gunnar Bush for Greene County. Niken stands it at 6'4", Bush at 6'5". Barren County moving left to right. Greene County right to left. Brian Morgan tosses it up, controlled by Greene County. As Jackson Johnson handles a basketball. Working right side with it against Withrow. They send it down to the corner now to Sluter. Back around the perimeter, Johnson with it. Johnson sends it back over the right side to Whitlow. Whitlow now puts down the dribble. Out there against Jacob Shaw. He'll give it back out now to Sluter. And now Johnson off the screen, pulls up in the perimeter. Now he'll give it back off to Sluter. Sluter wants to drive against Withrow, cut off. He'll give it back out to Johnson out near midcourt. So Withrow picks him up. Now back to the right side. They go down in low there to Bush. Working inside, puts up the shot, blocked by Bush, by Tyler Bush. Got to get a foul, though, on the Trojans. And let's see. Tyler Bush fouls Gunnar Bush. Gunnar Bush for two shots. The first one's on the way, and it drops in.
It's tough to play defense for 45 seconds, and that's what we had to do right there in our first possession. Not bad ball defense there at the end. Just got a piece of the arm, I think Tyler did.
Second one's no good. The rebound by Tyler Bush for the Trojans. It's Jacob Shaw handling the point for Barren. Back left side, Withrow. Withrow covered up, he's in a trap. Throws a bad pass, but catching it was Niken going to the basket strong, and he puts it in.
It was a strong move, and not sure Greene County has anything to stop that if we're under control driving to the basket.
And it's 2-1. Trojans on top here. A little over a minute gone in the opening quarter. They work it down low. Shot punched, so blocked by Niken. Here comes Withrow on the run. Feeds it to Bush. Bush goes up with a shot. It is too strong. Ball tips out, put up, and no good. Headed out by Withrow. Niken trying to get the rebound. They come in and collapse on him. And we'll get a jump ball with possession arrow back to the Trojans.
That ball hung on the rim forever, that initial layup, and it looked like Greene County smacked the backboard. They smacked it, and it was shaking so hard it probably affected that ball falling off the front of the rim. Used to, that was a technical foul.
Barren County will have the ball underneath to the left. The Shaw will toss it in. Here's the lob to Niken. Puts it up. He missed it. Gets his own rebound. We got a whistle. Oh, got a push off on Niken. I don't know about that one. That's his first, team second. Barren County will pick up with full court pressure. This ball comes into Johnson. He'll send it off to Sluter. Sluter dribbles it across the line, angles off to the left side. Now picks up his dribble. Left elbow in there is Bush. Now back to Sluter. Boy, they're living in the lane.
They got it.
So the Trojans get it back with a 2-1 lead over Greene County. 6:21 to play in the opening quarter. Tyler Bush inbounds to Jacob Shaw. He'll send it over to Withrow. Bounce pass back to Shaw. Shaw dribbles it across the line. Fires it off to Bandy. He'll reverse it up and in.
Jacob pushed the ball out in front of him that time and found Will underneath. Lucky Will's playing tonight. It looked like his back was going to hurt him and keep him out a few weeks, but he's able to get back.
Yeah. Johnson pulls the trigger for three. It's off the mark. Tyler Bush, a rebound for the Trojans. They want to push it. Ball batted way up high in the air. Tapped from Bush to Bandy. Bandy in the corner. Withrow. Three. No good. Offensive rebound by Niken. Turnaround jump shot. 15. Got it.
Cleared space. Actually went from about 6 feet to 15 feet, but still made the two.
6-1. They work it inside. Here's a shot going up and in for Blakeman. 6'5", 220 senior. 6-3. Shaw with it in the backcourt. He'll work it against Withrow, and now he'll try to bounce it off to Withrow, and Withrow tried to bounce it off, and it's kicked. Whitlow and Withrow. That's get confusing there.
You got a couple of Bushes and
that's right.
Withrows and Whitlows.
Yeah. Jacob Shaw with the basketball out front for Barren. Right side it goes to Niken. Back to Shaw. Swings it left over to Withrow. Here's a backdoor pass. Niken. Ooh, he couldn't finish it. It was a nice play, but he just couldn't finish his shot. Came up a little bit short. Johnson with it for Greene County to Sluter. Sluter on the left side of the floor against Niken. Here's the lob. Picked off down there by Tyler Bush. Fires it up to Niken. He lost the handle. Had to go chase it down, and Johnson stepped on the end line, tried to fire it back off to Niken to throw it off his leg, and it's going to stay with the Trojans.
Yeah, I like the word Warren just used, talking to Aiden. He said, don't be casual. He kind of got casual after the ball knocked away and just took for granted it was going out of bounds. Greene County almost went and got it.
Yeah. Tyler Bush, Withrow, top of the circle. Bounce pass back to Bush, left side, Withrow, back right side. Shaw wants to drive, and he's going to be called for steps.
That took off too soon there. We're facing a 2-3 zone. He saw an opening on the baseline.
Caleb Hester, 6-foot senior. Ryan Shirley, 6-foot sophomore. Check into the Trojan lineup. 4:46 to play here in the quarter. 6-3 Barren. Working to the backcourt is Whitlow for Greene County. Now Johnson gets it across the line against Hester, drives on him, throws it up on the run, and banked it in.
Pretty good defense by Caleb. Just not much you can do there.
Johnson's a little guy, too. At 5'2", they got him listed. I think he may be a little taller than that. Pass down to Bandy's tapped away. Turnover by Barren. Here comes Sluter with it for Greene County. 6-5 Trojan lead with 4:15 to play in the quarter. Working with it to the left side, Whitlow, and they go down low. Ball knocked away by Shirley and out of bounds.
Lob's not working too well for them. We've got somebody on the front side and back side. There's such a narrow window, they haven't been able to complete that pass.
Sluter tosses in the corner to Johnson. He'll give it out now to Whitlow. Back to Johnson. Circles. Now Hester putting the pressure on him. Now they go baseline. Double team. Shot goes up and in. Wow.
Yeah.
Hunter Bush.
Pretty good defense there.
Yeah.
Shirley was on one side and Bandy was on the other.
Greene County takes the lead 7-6. And here is Shaw pulling the trigger for three. Gets his first points as a Barren County Trojan. On a Peoples Bank three-point shot. Peoples Bank in Glasgow working for you as the Trojans go back up 9-7. Shaw really putting the pressure on out there. And it is Whitlow throwing it down inside there. His Blakeman has a shot partially blocked. Chasing it down is Hester. Hester with it for the Trojans. Long looping pass in the corner. Shaw's got it in the left corner. Steps back out behind the arc. He'll bounce it off to Hester. Hester right side of Nike in the corner. Bandy wanted to pull the trigger. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul. They'll say Bandy threw out the forearm. And that will be his first. Barren County's third of the half.
And a pretty clear chicken wing to discard.
Go get Corbin Murphy in the ball game, a 6'2 junior for Will Bandy. And it's Johnson with the basketball for Greene County. 3:08 to play here in the first. It's 9-7. Trojans. Hester guarding Johnson's across his midcourt. Sluter with it on the right side against Niken. Back to Johnson, top of the circle. Johnson goes left side with it over to Whitlow. Or excuse me, a new player in the ballgame, Zach Ferguson, 5'9 sophomore, number 4 out there. Johnson gets the screen from Ferguson, dribbles right, and Shaw slides off on him. Here's Sluter, left side over to Blakeman. They try to force it in the middle, and it's actually caught, and they lose a handle, and Murphy comes up with the basketball, gives to Hester. Here's Shaw, off to Niken, underneath. Ryan Shirley threw that pass from Niken. Here's a three by Hester. It's off the back iron, and Murphy with the offensive rebound is fouled by Blakeman.
Corbin's big body in there, able to get that rebound. And he's just at 6'2 on the paper, but I think he
may be more like at least 6'3.
Yeah.
Shaw throws it out to Niken. He'll give it to Hester. Long range left in the corner. Shaw pulls the trigger for a three. Got it, and a foul. Jacob Shaw out of deep left corner. And the foul on Greene County. That's going to be their second of the half.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The scouting report I got on Shaw from everybody was the kid was a point guard and it wasn't a shooter, but he's trying to dispel that really early. He's come and knocked down one from the left wing and then the left corner, and a chance to get a pretty rare 4-point play if he's able to knock down this free throw.
Right. Didn't have any stats on Shaw from last year at Glasgow Christian Academy, but trying to get used to the system and playing against different competition. 4-point play for Jacob Shaw. 13-7. Trojans stretch the lead out with 2:12 to go here in the first. Johnson with the basketball works against Hester. Trying to work off the screen. Goes right. One-hand pass goes in the corner. And he stepped down the sideline. That is Whitlow. Whitlow with a turnover for Greene. Trojans get it back with 2:03 to play in the quarter.
Good ball pressure there, forcing him further in that corner than he wanted to go, all the way out of bounds.
Mason Kriggs is in the ball game now for the Trojans. He'll give it off to Shaw. Long range right. Left side Hester. Hester cross-court pass Shaw. Right corner. He wanted to go, and he's going to go for the basket. He's going to be fouled. Coach Cunningham wanted to shoot that three out of the corner, but he decided to give it up and go to the basket, and gets fouled. Will go to the line for two.
Well, you just sit there and you see, well, why is Warren mad at him? Because he had an open driving lane, but the play was set up to shoot the three.
Yeah. You
want to run the play and execute it the way that it's set up, and after you knock down two of them, your coach is giving you an opportunity to knock a third one down. You don't take it.
First foul missed by Shaw. He'll have one more. Second toss is in the air, and he got it. 8 points for Shaw here in this quarter. He's got 8 of Barren County's 14. 14-7, Trojans, a minute 48 to play, first quarter. Johnson. Hester picks him out of backcourt, races across the timeline. He walked, no whistle. Corbin Murphy trying to read. He did. He ripped it away. Just ripped it away from Sluter. Thought they were going to call a jump ball there, but they never did. And on the other end, we got a foul on the Dragons.
I like Corbin just saying, give me the ball, and ripped it away from him, kind of like it was a loose ball, a fumble on the bottom of the pile. He's going to take the ball, and we'll get a fast break out of it, and Greene County's going to get a timeout.
And a People's Bank timeout. People's Bank of Glasgow working for you. A minute 36 to go here in the first quarter. Barren County 14 and Greene County 7. Well, next Friday night here at Barren County High School, between the games of Barren County and Monroe County, the 1,000-point club recognition will be taking place, and they'll be recognizing several players, both on the girls and boys basketball teams that scored at least 1,000 points during their career. Terry Wilkinson Spillman, back in 78, Chastity Nunn Wilson, Lauren Simmons, Patricia Barlow, TJ Thomas Coffey, Bethany Spillman Steenbergen, Kelsey Mitchell Alexander, Jamie Cummings Aquino, Bailey Pettigo, and Elizabeth Bertram, who currently on the Trojanette team. Bailey Pettigo graduated last year, went on the state tournament team. And on the boys' side, you had Johnny Jones back in 1981, Stephen Rago in 1992, and Brady Button in 1993. And John Michael Clemens and Brian Clemens and David Bird and Lee Hubbard and Jacoby Poor, Dalton Bush, Charlie McCoy, Nick Mabe, Wade Coomer, Jared Coomer, Will Bandy, who's a member of the Trojan team this year, also a member of the 1,000-point club. There's been a lot of players that have scored 1,000 or more in their career here at Barren County.
A lot of players and a lot of recent players, if you look both on the boys and girls side. One of those on the 1,000-point club, TJ, have to call her Coffee, made her debut tonight coaching at Metcalfe County. Unfortunately, she took an L, 64-54 to Warren East.
Caleb Hester at the line. His first one is good. He'll have one more. And it's on the way, and he got that one. 6-foot senior, 2 for 2 at the line. That's a 16-7. Barren County lead, a minute 34 to play here in the first.
Man-to-man full court pressure.
Johnson with the basketball, works against Hester. Oh, he stepped back across the midcourt stripe. He sure did.
You can't really call it an unforced mistake because the ball pressure was there, but there was no need for him to go backwards instead of going to his bucket.
The Trojans get the basketball. And we're going to get a substitution in the ball game for Greene County. Number 55, Keaton Perkins, 6'4", 310, a senior. Or if he played football this year.
If he didn't, they missed him on the
That's right.
On the lineup.
He needed to, if surely to goodness he did. Anyway, he's in the ball game for Greene County. Mason Griggs, right side, reverses back left. His defender fell down, but he threw it away. Here's Johnson driving against Hester. Puts it up. It's no good. But a foul on Caleb Hester. That'll be his first, team's fourth of the half.
Telegraphed a pass. We kind of ball faked it and got jumped in the lane, and we still threw it anyway. Led to a turnover and free throws for Johnson.
Jackson Johnson, junior. Got him listed 5'2", 102. I don't know if that's correct or not. Gets the free throw.
You know, when you're tall, or you want to be taller than you are, when you're a short person, you really want to add the inches. I don't think they would short him any.
Yeah. Gavin Withrow going to return to the Trojan lineup. And let's see, who did he come in for? Mason Griggs. So we got Ryan Shirley, Jacob Shaw, Corbin Murphy, Caleb Hester, Gavin Withrow on the court for Barren County right now. Withrow throws in the corner to Murphy, feeds it down in there to Shirley. Little pump fake, goes up and puts it in. A tough shot for the sophomore, Ryan Shirley, and it's 18-9 Trojans. Just under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Johnson with the basketball for Greene County. Crosses the midcourt line. Angles off to the left side, off the screen, wants to drive against Hester. Feeds in the corner, 3 in the air, no good. Long rebound, chase down. Withrow's got it. Baseballs it up court. It's Caleb Hester behind the back dribble. Goes the ball. Oh, missed the layup. Follow up, no good for Shirley. Murphy puts it back in.
You got to finish that to get the highlight reel, but Corbin cleaned up the mess, made it 11-point double-figure game as we head under 30 seconds in the quarter.
20-9, Barren County. Johnson with it for Greene. Gets a screen out top. He'll dribble off left with the left hand. Now feeds it on the high post in there to Perkins. They'll go underneath the basket. Shot no good. Murphy with a good defensive play there. And we're going to get a foul called. And it's going to be charged to. Who'd they put it on?
Should be on 33.
That's
Should have been
Blakeman. His second, team's fourth. Tyler Bush, that's a 15 foul, I guess it is. And we got Aiden Nike to the ball game. Will Bandy and Tay Porter, his first appearance tonight, 5'10 sophomore. 10 seconds to play. First quarter. They hand it off to Withrow. Down to 5. Porter, right side. Feeds it to Bandy underneath, and he puts it in.
That was a long pass. Lucky that was completed, but it was the right look and an assist to end the quarter.
So after one here at Trojan Gym, it's Barren County 22, Greene County 9. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. This is Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. It's Glasgow Co-op. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer and Rex Rush here courtside. 22-9 Trojans. Here's a 3-ball going up in the air, and it's swishing down through the net by Ferguson.
Their first 3 of the night.
22-12. Withrow, right side, Porter. Porter pulls up, right elbow, jumper, good.
Hey, off the bench, his first shot. Got an assist and a bucket.
24-12. Barren County. Johnson against Withrow. Right side it goes to Low. And we're going to get a ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Greene County on the right baseline. And it'll be Sluter to toss it in. They stack it up on the right side of the lane. Now they break. They're going to corner Johnson. Down into Sluter. Shot taken away by Nike, but he lost it out of bounds.
He just
he pinned it against him and tried to rip it away, but he couldn't control it.
Yeah, it was more than a block. It was a block and a just give me the ball. Trojans shot 50% there in the first quarter. They got up 16 shots, made 8 of them. Greene County only got up 7 shots. They did make 3 of them, but only got up 7 shots. That's why we were able to close the half on a 16-2, or quarter 16-2 run.
Working it down low, they lose it between his legs, and Nike, long pass down the floor. Porter lays it in. Count it and 1.
We've been terrific in transition tonight, and that's all because we've had our head up and we're looking down the floor. Our guys are ready for it and scoring it like Tay did there.
First foul on Ferguson. That'll be 6 on the Dragons here in the first half. And Porter at the line. Puts it in the air, and it's good. 5 points here real quick for Tay Porter.
We played 10 kids in the first quarter. Tay came off the bench and, as you said, scored 5. Is playing really well already.
27-12 as Barren extends the lead to 15. Johnson works his way down the lane, misses the layup. Ball tapped from Withrow over to Porter. Porter fires it down on Nike, and he lays it in.
Good job directing traffic by Tay. Saw the opening that Nike didn't necessarily see. Led him with the ball and an easy layup.
29-12. Barren County about to blow this one wide open. A little over a minute gone, and Johnson falls down. Withrow comes up with a steal. Withrow driving, flips up the shot, and it goes down.
Should have been a foul.
Wow, he got pushed underneath the basket.
That's right. Lost his balance and had to throw it up. Knew where the square was. Hit that top right corner and put it through the 10.
So we take a People's Bank timeout. Greene County, 6:32 to play here in the first half. Barren County 31, Greene County 12.
Greene County was ahead 7-6 at one point. And since then they've got a 2 and a 3 to open that quarter. And it's been all Barren County since that point. Was that 25-5 since Greene County led it 7-6. That was about halfway point through the first quarter.
Friday night, we will be hosting South Warren here in a girl-boy doubleheader. Girls game at 6 o'clock. We'll be here about 5:40 or so. Trojan Nation fan section and the student section really getting into it. The burgundy and gold tonight. Across the way from us. Ball comes to the play to Johnson. Ball tipped away. Withrow tried to go and retrieve it, but couldn't get to it. Went into the Greene County bench.
Good showing by the student section. Just went with the old traditional burgundy and gold night for the first night of the year.
Trojanettes winning earlier tonight, 57-48. Johnson within the backcourt against Withrow. Tries to get it across the line, and he does. Reverses back to the right, gets a screen. Sliding out on is Tyler Bush. Now here's a pass dumped down low, working inside. There's a shot going up. It's no good for Bush. That's Gunnar Bush, and here comes Tyler Bush with it for the Trojans. Off to Niken, right side, trying to split the defenders in traffic, flips it over the baseline. Bandy couldn't handle it, it goes out of bounds. Got a little bit out of control and forcing some stuff there. 2 minutes gone in the second. Barren County 31, Greene County 12.
That's really the first time we've done that, maybe done things that we weren't really there.
Johnson with the basketball, gets it across, he left with throw and working it down and lays it up and in.
Yeah, 2 mistakes in a row. We left the lane wide open that time.
31, a pull-up jumper, with throw, rims it no good. Tyler Bush, pump fake, goes left side, hooks it back out to Withrow. 3 ball in the air, it is in and out.
Like to send Tyler gone right back up with it. He had an opening, but pulled it back out and gave Gavin another 3 we couldn't knock down.
Greene County back the other way. In the lane. Shot goes up, partially blocked by Bandy. Niken slings it up court to Porter. Now to Tyler Bush underneath the Withrow. He lays it in.
That's how you get the ball from half court to the bucket without a dribble.
And it's 33-14. About 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Greene County Sluter with the basketball. Covered up by Niken. Gives to Johnson. He's going to be fouled by Withrow out near midcourt.
Trying to go for the steal and didn't really lead with the right hand. Instead, hit the body.
Cody Lane checks in for the first time tonight, 6-foot senior. Ryan Shirley also returning to the Trojan lineup. And Jacob Shaw is back in. Didn't start the second quarter.
A lot of kids getting a lot of playing time. I think that's 11 that we brought in and played in the game. And to be honest with you, I've seen no dip. There's been no drop in play.
Not at all. Ball knocked out of bounds by Tyler Bush. They try to go to Gunnar Bush. Greene County will keep it out of the side. Sluter will toss it in. Sluter looking, gets it out to Gunnar Bush. He wants to drive against Tyler Bush. Spin move up with a shot in the lane. No good. Trying to crash the board. Knocked out of bounds by the Dragons. 4:48 to play here in the first half. Jacob Shaw with it for Barren County.
Haven't had very many half-court situations. Most of our buckets have been in transition.
Ryan Shirley feeding it to Tyler Bush out of the corner. Bandy for 3. It won't go. And battle for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Sluter. Sam and Ryan Shirley were battling for the board.
I thought Tyler passed up another layup that time. Really unselfish, trying to get his teammates involved.
Right side, Shaw with a 3. No, a little short. Got it on rebound. Came back out long to him. Tries it again. It won't go. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound. And it's going to be on 35. That's Tyler Bush. His second, team's 6th of the half.
Got him for crashing in over the back.
Greene County's basketball. Trojans picking up with full court pressure in the backcourt. Ball comes into play as they work it up court. That's Ferguson with the basketball. He'll give it off now to Whitlow. Whitlow being chased out there by Cody Lane. He'll give it to Sluter. Works it inside. Gunnar Bush goes up with a shot, and he's going to be fouled by Corbin Murphy. His second, team 7th.
Benny really couldn't get off his man and help. That forced Corbin to go over the back and commit the foul to keep him, that be Bush, from scoring it.
Gunnar Bush, free throw is good. He's 2 for 3, and that's his 4th point of the half. 33-15. 4:07 to go here in the first half. Bush, second toss on the way, and it's perfect. 33-16. Ryan Shirley inbounds to Jacob Shaw. Shaw brings it across the midcourt stripe for the Trojans. Shaw with 8 points in the first quarter. The transfer from Glasgow Christian Academy. Knocked down a couple of threes. Cody Lane out top. Shirley. Right side. Shaw wants to drive. And the ball skips away. Bandy tried to save it. He did, but it goes out. Well, actually saved by Greene County underneath the Barren County bucket.
Don't know how that didn't go out of bounds.
I don't either. Stolen away. Cody Lane's got it for the Trojans. Behind the back dribble. Feeds it off to Bandy. He'll go under with a right hand. No. Gets it on rebound and puts it back in.
I'm not sure what kind of two-step he was doing underneath the rim right there, but really got in a bad position. I think he was just padding his stats, getting an extra rebound before he got the bucket.
35-16. Sluter works against Ryan Shirley. Pumps, gives it back up. Free throw line shot of the way. Good for Whitlow. His first 2. 35-18. Cody Lane, left wing. In the corner to Bandy. Bandy sends it back out to Lane. Lane out to Shaw. Looks back over the bench, call the play. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Left side, Cody Lane looking for somebody. And feeds it. Turnaround shot. Bandy. Good from the free throw line.
Good looking play there. A lot of options. Little two-man game. Screen to screen, block to block. Got a pop up from the bottom there. Wide open jump shot as Greene County turns it over again.
Caleb Hester returning, and Aiden Niken. 2:43 to go in the first half. Barren County with a 19-point lead, 37-18. Bo Jones of the Kentucky National Guard will join us at halftime. Jacob Shaw out of the point for the Trojans. 1-4 set. Right side, Niken. Niken wants to make a move. He's cut off, shoots a fadeaway jump shot. It's an air ball. Underneath was Cody Lane, and he put it in.
Actually, double team Niken, so that left one less player to rebound. That's why Cody was open to get it and put it in.
39-18. Barren County, 2:16 to go here in the first half. Sluter with the basketball against Caleb Hester. Trying to stay with him. Gives it over to Johnson. Johnson now works it right. And a whistle and a foul on Cody Lane. His first, team's 8th. Be 1-1 for Jackson Johnson. Shot in the air, good. He's 3 for 3. 7 points for Johnson. 39-19. And that one goes off the front of the rim. Crashing the boards, Caleb Hester. Down to 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Shaw, right side to Lane. Feeds Niken, right of the lane. Flips up the shot, no. Follows his own shot and puts it in.
I don't know how he's able to sneak that close to the rim.
With 2 hands. 41-19. There's a bad pass picked off by Cody Lane. Feeds to Hester. He'll lay it up. It is good.
Our guys are all about going north and south. When they get the turnover, they're looking to our rim and throwing it ahead.
43-19. A minute and a half to go. Johnson. Cody Lane trying to stay with him. We're going to call him for overguarding. His second, team's 9th. And that's going to put Johnson back at the free throw line for one of the bonus. Tay Pointer and Gavin Withrow returning to the Trojan lineup for Corbin Murphy and Cody Lane.
It's been an excellent half. Excellent half for the Trojans. Just held Greene County to 9 in the first quarter, held them to 10 here this quarter.
Johnson hits the free throw. He'll get the bonus. 6 field goals for Greene County this first half.
And what's more impressive is we've got 2 20-plus quarters in the books already this year.
Johnson's bonus try is good. 43-21. Trojans, a minute 23 to go before halftime. Jacob Shaw with it for Barren as Greene County sets back in a 2-3 zone. Left side Withrow. Hester on the baseline. Out the corner. Straight away with a 3. Got it.
I'm not sure Tays missed. That's
3 for 3 from the field. He's got 8 points in this quarter. 46-21. Just under a minute to go. Second period. Johnson feed it out to Sluter. Pass chased down. Couldn't save it in time. That was Blakeman. Barren County will get it with 51.8. Jacob Shaw with it for the Trojans. Angles off to the right. Out top Withrow. In the corner, Pointer pulls the trigger for 3. It is off high. Hit the top of the backboard, but it's rebounded by Shaw. Out to Niken for 3. No, came up short.
a little trigger happy that time after the offensive rebound.
Sluter got the rebound for Greene County. Now Ferguson with it for the Dragons. Feeds it off out front to Johnson. Johnson with 20 seconds to go. He's guarded out there by Withrow. Johnson trying to get the screen there. Drives, trying to get around Shaw. We're going to get a foul call with 12 seconds to go in the first half. Jacob Shaw, his first personal. Puts Greene County in the double bonus with 12 seconds to go here in the first half. That's Johnson back at the stripe. Got the first one. And Greene County's only missed 2 free throws, but only 2 players have shot them. Johnson and Bush. And that one's good for Johnson. 46-23, 10 seconds to play in the half. Withrow. Down to 6. Pointer. Looking. Going to have to do something with it. Lobs it back out to Withrow. He can't get the shot off in time, and that will end the half. 46-23, Barren County here at the break over Greene. We'll come back, and Bo Jones will join us here at courtside after this break on 103.7 Nash Icon. Barren County leading Greene County here at the break. Welcome to the Colton Steakhouse and Grill halftime report. Bo Jones, Kentucky National Guard, here with me courtside. Bo, what do you know, man?
Not much, boy. I'm excited, Jay. Get out and watch these Trojanettes and Trojans this year.
Have you been impressed with what you saw tonight so far?
The Trojanettes played really well. They played a pretty good Barren County team, I thought.
Yep.
Somebody said they were ranked fourth in their region, and that first game, nerves play a role, and I thought our girls come out and did well.
Considering we lost 4 starters from last year, and Elizabeth Bertram only started back this year, and of course a lot of these girls got a lot of experience last year, maybe not a lot of scoring, but they're going to pick up the slack. I mean, this is only the first game of the season. We've got a tough week coming up, South Warren on Friday and Bowling Green on Saturday.
I think I heard for the whole game they only had 8 turnovers, which is that's a good stat line
really
for
good.
The first game, and got an 8th grader out there, Katie Murphy, leading the general on the floor, doing a great job.
And at one time during the game, you had Murphy, you had Macy Lockhart, and you had Taylor Harlow on the court. You had an 8th grader and 2 freshmen at one time.
Wow, future's looking bright.
And then the way the middle school is doing, they're 19-0 now. And just blowing everybody away. I mean, it was like 49-9. I mean, they've been holding teams under double figures for most of the season. So that's a good future awaiting.
Oh, and if we could make another run like we did last year, wasn't that magical, Rupp Arena? And the run those girls took us on, I mean, that's something they'll never forget the rest of their life. And I think we're going to see more of it.
And I think the guys have done really well the first half. He's gone 10 or 11 deep and not missing a beat.
Not missing a beat, and they're hitting jump shots. And I think that's a key this year is them being able to hit mid-range jumpers.
Yeah. Well, I want to say a big thank you to you and the Kentucky National Guard for all the things you do with the hospitality, district tournament time. Man, y'all lay out a really good spread for us media people.
We've been doing that probably for well over 10 years, and myself and Joe Pettit, you probably know him as brother's football coach over John Pettit.
Yeah.
We and Brad Harlan, we started doing that about probably 12 years ago, and boy, we've enjoyed it every year, and I think everybody's enjoyed it, and if you feed people, you can win hearts and minds.
That's right. That's right, and a good way to recruit.
Oh, it is, and I've been in recruiting since 2005, and almost got 15 years in recruiting, and it's been a great experience being able to help young men and women pay for their school. We pay 100% college tuition to any state-funded college or university.
That's great.
And give you a part-time check, experience, and you're able to get health insurance just like a full-time employee would. The same health insurance I have, and I'm full-time. And, you talk to people out there, and having health insurance and benefits is the cost of health insurance. I mean, that's just a huge benefit.
It really is. Really is. Well, we appreciate all that you do, and appreciate you coming down, spending a couple of minutes with us, and enjoy the rest of the game.
I will. Great to see you, Jay.
Good to see you, Bo.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Bo Jones with the Kentucky National Guard, and the Trojans up 46-23 here at the break. We'll come back and take a look at the stats. After this timeout, you're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. For every $25 purchase in gift cards, you get a $5 bonus card. Book Christmas parties with Colton's too. Merry Christmas from Colton. Scoring in the first half for Greene County, they were led by Jackson Johnson with 11 points. He had a couple of field goals and hit 7 of 8 from the foul line. 5 points for Gunnar Bush, 3 for Zach Ferguson, 2 each for Bryce Blakeman and Kellen Whitlow. Barren County in the first half got 8 points from Jacob Shaw. They came in the first quarter, a couple of threes and 2 of 3 from the line. Also 8 points from Will Bandy and 8 points from Aiden Niken. Tate Horner also with 8 points, all coming in the second period of play. A couple of field goals. He had a 3-point shot and 1 free throw. 4 points for Gavin Withrow. Also 4 for Caleb Hester, 2 points for Corbin Murphy, and 2 for Ryan Shirley. Tyler Bush and Mason Griggs did not score in the first half as Coach Warren Cunningham played 11 players in the first half. And Robert, this is a big advantage for us, I think, a big plus of having to be able to go that far deep on the bench and not really miss a beat.
Yeah, 8 of the 11 scored. You said don't miss a beat. I think there was no drop-off. I couldn't tell anything. Greene County's gassed. Like, they're completely out of gas. If we didn't foul them, I'm not sure they would have scored very much there. They made, 9 free throws out of their 23 points. So I was really impressed with our guys, and Coach Gardner just joked. He said we scored more in the first half than we scored in both the scrimmages combined. So, we looked really good. We shot almost 50%. We were 19 of 39 from the field, 59% from 2, 16 out of 27, 3 of 12 from 3. So 49% and a half. That's really good. Greene County only shot 14 times. They were 6 of 14. We attempted 25 more shots than Greene County did in that whole first half. When you do that, you're going to win basketball games, and that's why we've doubled them up 46-23. And, what's hard now is keeping your foot on the gas pedal. Mm-hmm. You go in the locker room, you're all excited. You come out and you played really, really well. Now what we have to do is continue to do that and duplicate that here in the second half and not let up. And, I mentioned Glasgow was here. The kids played last night. Monroe County had a tough game. We're putting on a little show for everybody and saying, hey, we've got a lot of kids that can play basketball. The competition's going to step up as we go, South Warren and keep going on throughout the schedule. But, it's always good to beat who's out here in front of you. We've got 16 more minutes to make that final.
Yeah. Third quarter presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. And it'll be Barren County's basketball to start the second half, third quarter. And it'll be moving to the left side of your radio dial. Got Tyler Bush, Gavin Withrow, Aiden Niken, Will Bandy, and Jacob Shaw on the floor for the Trojans. Shaw with it on the right side. Back out front it comes to Withrow. Swings it left. It is Niken. Bounce it down low to Tyler Bush. Comes out to Bandy. Turns. Wants to drive. Cut off. He'll go in the corner. Shaw pulls the trigger. He's got it.
3 threes from Mr. Shaw tonight.
Now the People's Bank 3-point shot for the senior Jacob Shaw, the transfer from Glasgow Christian Academy, and he's got 11 points here in the game to lead the Trojans in scoring. Sluter with a basketball, guarded closely by Niken, knocked it away from him. Loose ball picked up by Niken. We got the numbers. Here's Withrow with a layup, good.
Greene County's barely making it across the half-court line before we get it in the hoop.
Johnson with the basketball, trying to weave down. He'll throw up the shot, and it's blocked on him. Got it back on the end line, and he dumps it inside there. Oh, we're going to catch Niken with a foul. He tried to rip it away from behind, and he fouls Blakeman. That'll be 2 on Aiden Niken. First of the second half against the Trojans. Greene County will have it underneath. Sluter will toss it in. Comes in the corner to Johnson, left-hand side. He'll give it off to Withlow. Working inside, a spin move. Shot goes up, drops in. That is Bush. Gunnar Bush, his 7th point. Long pass down to Bandy. Bandy drives the baseline. Reverses up, no. Rebound to Gunnar Bush for Greene County. Knocked away and stolen by Withrow. He'll put it up. It's no good, but he's fouled.
Good job kind of sneaking back in the play by Gavin to get that steal. Bandy, I wish he would just go through somebody. The kid's 6'6", 6'7". Instead of that little one reverse layup, just go through somebody, draw a foul, and at some point throw it down over top of him.
Withrow misses the free throw. He'll have one more. Barren County was 5 of 6 from the line in the first half. Shot goes up. It's good this time. Gavin Withrow with his 7th point of the game, and the lead extended to 27. It's 52-25. Johnson in the backcourt, knocked away. Shaw's got it. Shaw crashed into Johnson. They're going to call an offensive foul. I'm not sure about that one.
It's underneath the rim.
Yeah.
But that's when you spin or pull it back out and knock down a 3-footer instead of trying to crash over somebody.
Pressure's on by Barren. They get the ball in play, trying to work it up court. Driving it down underneath the basket, broken up and stolen by Niken. Here come the Trojans back the other way. A hand pass intended for Bandy goes out of bounds.
Got tipped.
Just had too much on it.
It got tipped before it got to Bandy, and then it went right over his fingertips.
Barren sets back up with full court pressure again. Johnson gives it to Whitlow. Whitlow in the backcourt against Shaw. Gets it across the line to the right-hand side. Now drives, gets away from Shaw. He'll go to the bucket and he'll lay it up. He missed it. Rebound by Blakeman. Back up and in. Blakeman, his 2nd field goal of the night. Hadn't scored since the first quarter. It's 52-27. Shaw with it, right side over to Niken. Cross-court pass, Withrow pulls the trigger for a 3. Bingo!
They're going to get very many better looks than that. Good job stepping into it. Nice little follow-through.
55-27. A People's Bank 3 for Gavin Withrow. 5:45 to go, 3rd quarter. Whitlow with the basketball for the Dragons. Works against Niken, and that's going to go off him. Good defensive pressure by Aiden.
He lost his balance and kicked it out of bounds.
55-27, 5:37 to play, 3rd quarter.
Flirting with the running clock, aren't we?
Yeah. It's got to be, 36?
I think it's 35 in
Maybe
basketball.
36 in football.
Yeah, I think there's just a small
I get
difference.
confused about those. Here's Bush firing up the jumper, no good with the right elbow. Greene County with a rebound, coming back the other way. Whitlow, left side, over to Sluter. Sluter in the corner, back out now to Whitlow. High post is Blakeman. He's in the circle. Now there's a 3 in the air that's good for Sluter. His first points tonight.
Kind of loosening the reins a little bit defensively. Like I said, we would when we're up such a big margin. It's hard to keep the momentum going. They've made some easier buckets.
Yeah, 55-30. Bandy, baseline shot, left side, pops out, gets his own rebound. Back up with a one-hand shot. It's in and out. Niken, the offensive board, dribbles it out to the corner, and he'll pull the trigger, and it's no good. Greene County with a rebound.
Yeah, and our shot selection hadn't been as good, even though we're still getting a ton of shots. Settling for some more difficult shots.
Sluter with it on the right side. He'll give it out to Johnson. Back over to Sluter on the right wing. Posted down low is Blakeman. Back out in the corner, Sluter. Drives into the paint, and a collision.
It's going to call a block.
So Will Bandy picks up his 2nd foul. That's number 3 on the Trojans. That's close.
I'll have to go back and watch that one. I like to think we get the benefit of the doubt there more times than not, but we didn't.
Yeah. Greene County right baseline. There's a lob knocked away by Tyler Bush. They try to go to Blakeman with it. Here's Jacob Shaw on the right side. Weaves into the paint. No look pass. Reverse shot up and in by Withrow.
Great assist. And Gavin got to the right spot so he could deliver in the basketball.
57-30. Comes out to Johnson. Guarded by Withrow. Johnson, bounce pass down inside. Turnaround shot put up. It is no good, but a foul. It's going to send Gunnar Bush to the free throw line. Will Bandy picks up his 3rd personal. That's number 4 on the Trojans in the 2nd half.
And our guys are a little tired. I mean, it's like we're running a track meet. We've gone up and down, up and down, up and down tonight. So Warren's going to get a line change like we're playing hockey here. 5 in, 5 out.
Missed shot for Bush. Now we're going to get Mason Griggs, Tay Pointer, Caleb Hester, Corbin Murphy, and Ryan Shirley.
Outscored them 11-7 in that first 4 minutes. So let's see if this second group keeps that momentum going and keeps increasing the lead.
That shot hangs up there, finally goes down. Thought it was going to come out. 57-31. Gunnar Bush with 8 points. 3:53 to play in the 3rd. Caleb Hester, right wing. Bounces down low to Ryan Shirley. Back out to Hester. And almost he does have it taken away from him. And it's taken by Gunnar Bush. Here's Johnson. Lobs it down low. Sluter turns and puts it up. Came up short. Put up and in by Gunnar Bush.
Shirley tried to take a charge that wasn't really there.
Corner with the basketball. Bounces it out to Griggs. Here's Caleb Hester. Wide open three. Got it.
3-point goal, Caleb Hester.
For Peoples Bank 3. And 3 of Barren County's 5 field goals here in the third quarter have been from behind the arc. And a Peoples Bank 3-point shot. Caleb Hester is 7th point. Timeout on the floor. 3:20 to go. Barren County 60. Greene County 33. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight 57-48 over Greene County. Elizabeth Bertram had 22 to lead the Trojanettes in scoring. And then, of course, Friday night we'll be back here for South Warren. Girl-boy doubleheader. 6 o'clock tip-off for the girls. We'll be on there at about 5:40. And then Saturday night, Trojanettes will be down in Bowling Green to take on the Lady Purples in the 5th and final game of the 14th versus 15th challenge. We'll have that game for you over on our sister station, 104 The Score.
And then I think we're off all the way to the next Friday,
Next Friday. We don't have a Tuesday game next week.
That's a weird time of the year not to have a Tuesday game, but our schedule is a little weird. You know, we even have a Monday boy-girl doubleheader double time.
Yep. Sluter with the basketball for Green. Hands it off to Johnson down front. Coming down to 3 minutes to play in the third. Johnson on the dribble against Mason Griggs. Angles off right with a one-hand bounce pass. They try to go down low. Working inside, double team, foul. And it's on Caleb Hester. His second, team's 5th. So the Trojans with 5 fouls here in the second half. Dragons with 1. Whitlow will toss it in on the right baseline for the Dragons. And working it, that should be a charge. He lowered that shoulder to Tay Pointer. The offensive foul on Gunnar Bush.
That was an easy one to call. Yet, like I said, the scores are few and far between, but here's a girls' score. Bowling Green girls are up 25-47-22 over Webster County tonight. That's our opponent Saturday night.
I don't know much about Webster County, but Bowling Green's got to be pretty good this year. Here's Griggs forcing it down inside. Murphy puts it in and draws a foul. Corbin Murphy gets his second field goal tonight.
How about that pick and roll? Corbin applied the body, and Mason with the assist.
Foul is on Sluter. First foul on Sluter. Shot goes up, no good for Murphy. And the rebound to Greene County. 2.5 to go, third quarter. Barren up by 29. Comes out to Sluter, right side against Pointer. Puts down the dribble, hands it off out there to Whitlow. Whitlow against Caleb Hester. Out between the circles. Now puts down the dribble. Heads left, knocked away by Hester and out of bounds. He tried to throw it over the left side to Bush. .216 left to go in the third. This third quarter brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. The ball goes in the corner and dropped out of bounds.
I think Hester got the deflection first to knock it off of Sluter, but it'll be a turnover nonetheless.
Mason Griggs with the basketball with the Trojans. High post left comes to Ryan Shirley. Fires it back off to Hester. They go down in low to Murphy. Got a foul on Blakeman. And that's going to be his third. 4 on Greene County here in the second half. So they bring Keaton Perkins back in the game. 6'4", 310 senior, and also Zach Ferguson, 5'9", 135 sophomore. Comes out in the corner to Ryan Shirley, right side. Hester in the corner. Here's a three by Pointer. It won't go. Up high for the rebound. Mason Griggs shovels it right to Murphy, and he puts it into the left side.
Look at that, another Griggs to Murph assist.
64-33. The lead now at 31. And now Ferguson with the basketball gives it over to Sluter on the left side. Sluter guarded by Pointer. Gets with the basketball out to Johnson. Johnson gets the screen, dribbles left, looks right, gives it back out to Sluter, top. They go into Perkins. They'll go right side with it over to Ferguson. Ferguson pulls the trigger for three. It's no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Murphy. It'll stay with Greene County. Cody Lane in the ball game for the Trojans, and also in for the first time tonight is Colton Stevens, a 5'7" sophomore. As Greene County gets the ball in play out to Ferguson, drives against Stevens, reverses back left, hands it off out to Johnson. Stevens picks him up and gets away. He forces up the shot and draws a foul. And it is going to be on Cody Lane. It's 3 on Cody Lane. That'll be the 16th foul against the Trojans in the second half. Sluter will toss it in left side of the bucket for Greene County. And it comes into play. Johnson left baseline. He'll dribble out and passes it off to Ferguson. And here's a three by Sluter. Long three. Knocks the bottom out of it with the left hand.
Went for the steal, missed it, left him a wide open shot.
That's his second three of the quarter. Just under a minute to play. 64-36. Cody Lane bounces it out to Griggs, over to Stevens on the right side. Stevens works it into the paint, dumps it off underneath to Ryan Shirley, reverses it up and in.
Our guards have done a really good job getting our big guys the ball tonight.
66-36. Barren County, 38 seconds to play in the quarter. Ferguson gets rid of the basketball over to Sluter. Sluter now turns, pivots, goes left side, trying to backtrack into Stevens. And now he walked, but no call. Comes back out to Ferguson. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Hands it back off to Sluter. They go down low. Working in there is Gunnar Bush against Corbin Murphy. Trying to go for the shot. He was double teamed. Foul. Lane and Murphy had him trapped, but the foul is going to be on Corbin Murphy, his second, team 7th of the second half, and Greene County being the bonus the rest of the game. Gunnar Bush with 10 points tonight. He averaged 15.7 points a game last year for the Dragons. He missed the first. He is 4 of 7 from the charity stripe. He'll have one more try at it. And this one's up, and he drills that one. 66-37, 15 seconds to go. Colton Stevens with the basketball for Barren. Walks it across the midcourt line, down to 10. Stevens, bounce pass, high post. Murphy, right side, looks, throws it back off as Stevens driving, goes underneath, reverses it up. He missed the shot, and rebounded there to Sluter. That's going to end the quarter. After 3, it is Barren County 66, Greene County 37. We'll come back for the fourth quarter after this break as you're following Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Well, we missed about a minute of the fourth quarter. I think we had an extended break there, unexpectedly. Corbin Murphy at the line. He misses the first one. He'll have one more. 66-39, 7:21 to go in the ball game. Corbin Murphy throws this one up, and he got that one. That's his 7th point coming off the bench tonight. Barren up by 28, 67-39. 7:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. Johnson with the basketball, bounces left side over to Perkins. Perkins now looking, out on the high post, out top, comes to Bush. Gunnar Bush, back left side over to Ferguson. Ferguson spinning in there against Colton Stevens. Throws up the shot in traffic, no good. Colton Stevens comes out of there with a basketball for the Trojans. Stevens behind the back dribble. Fires it off the right side, too wide for Cody Lane. It goes out of bounds. Lane Stevens in the ball game, 5'9" sophomore. Greene County's basketball. And there's a lob down into Blakeman. He's going to be fouled by Colton Stevens. That'll be the 8th team foul of the Trojans. This fourth quarter is brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Blakeman at the line for 2 shots. First one is in and out and back in.
Surely getting a little excited there. I only thought there was one shot.
67-40. And the second shot also good. 67-41. Cody Lane spots up, 3-point shot. It won't go. Rebound in there by Bush for Greene County. Driving baseline to dump it into Blakeman. The shot no good, but a foul.
Just haven't ever been able to get it quite up to that 35 point. It's always been comfortable, but it's getting closer now back down to the halftime margin than it was the third quarter margin.
Blakeman hits the free throw to make it 67-42. Tate Pointer back into the Trojan lineup. No good on the second one. Rebound to Pointer. 6:18 to play. Colton Stevens works it across to the left side, and he threw it away. Tried to throw it back behind him to Lane Stevens. And now Ferguson lobs it underneath, and a shot put up. Good. Count it. Foul. Gunnar Bush will go to the line to shoot one.
Giving up a ton of size right now, and that's one of our main problems.
Lane Stevens, the foul. And double bonus for Greene County the rest of the way, but it's one free throw for Gunnar Bush. He missed it. 67-44. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Right side, Griggs driving across the lane, back out to Pointer for the 3-point shot. Got it. That's his second Peoples Bank 3-point shot tonight. Got 11 points coming off the bench.
Still putting points on the board, but our defense is kind of waning a little bit.
70-44. 5:33 to play. We got a foul out front on Colton Stevens, his second. It'll be 2 shots. First one was good by Whitlow. Second one's missed. Rebound to Barren County. 5:28 to play. Colton Stevens with the basketball. Right side over to Griggs. He wants to drive with it. Goes underneath. Shovel pass underneath the Pointer. He puts it up. It is good.
We've gotten under the rim tonight, but we've always had somewhere to go. A lot of times when you get under there, you're in no man's land, but somebody's always been there to bail us out.
72-45. High post in there to Bush. He'll go inside, misses a shot, too strong. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Barren County's ball with 4:57.
It's a tough matchup, 6'5" against Lane, who's just 5'9". So, sticking our nose in there and not being afraid of it, though, for sure, and getting a stop.
Pointer brings it out front. Diagonal pass was tipped, but it goes in the corner. Griggs goes baseline. He's triple teamed. Throws it in the lane there to Ryan Shirley. Works inside. Shot blocked by Blakeman. Taps it down, but Shirley keeps it alive in the left corner. Fires it across the lane. Here is Griggs. Throws it up and in.
Scrambling possession, but it was one that ended in points. Back up to 29.
74-45. 4:22 to play. Ball's loose on the floor. Diving for it is Griggs. Throws it up court and he threw it away.
Right idea, though.
Pass across the lane. And it's thrown away. Here comes Colton Stevens. No look past the corner. He almost wasn't ready for it. He throws it up and in from 4 feet away.
It was a bullet pass from 2 feet away and had to gather himself from not getting his nose broke, I think.
76-45. 3:50 left in the contest. Here's a long three by Ferguson. It's off the mark, and the rebound to Ryan Shirley. Left side, Lane Stevens, and they're going to be called, a jump ball.
That was a quick jump ball going back. I was blocked out, but I watched the replay. It was maybe a 1/10 of a second where both people had dual possession.
Throw it out to Mason Griggs. Here's a long three in the air, way off the mark. Put back up and in. Aiden Miller. Freshman getting 2 points. Also in the ball game, we've got, we'll have to get some names here in just a second. 78-45, down to 3 minutes to play. They work it down underneath. Shot blocked from behind by Aiden Miller, whose dad is Mike Miller, former Trojan player here at Barren County. Here's a runner in the lane, no good, by Lane Stevens, or Colton Stevens, that is. 78-45, 2:40 to go. Got Darian Mitchell in the ball game, number 20 for Greene County. Number 11 is Logan Slinker, a 5'7" freshman. Number 1 is Bryson Edwards, a 5'7" freshman. They got number 3, James Briley Sharp, 5'5" sophomore. So all new players in the ball game right now. There's a shot going up, came up short and out of bounds off Greene County. Trojans will get it, leading by 33.
40 for us is Travis Jones.
Travis Jones, okay.
That's the other kid in for us. So you put Travis and Aiden in, and that rounds out everybody getting some PT tonight.
Yep. Colton Stevens with it, working left side, angles off. Stay out to Griggs. Aiden Miller set a screen for him. He'll give it off to Jones. Jones, baseline shot is in the air, won't go. Rebound Trojans, they keep it alive. Back over goes to Jones at the baseline. He'll feed it back out front, straightaway three, bottom. Mason Griggs with the People's Bank three. Down to a minute 40 to go, 81-45. Greene County floater on the left baseline. Good for Bryson Edwards.
I think we finally got to the running clock, though, didn't we?
Well, it's
take that bucket.
81-45.
Yeah.
Should have been.
Yeah. Not that it matters now. We're under 1:30 to go.
Right.
So we still got a milestone, I guess, or a
Aiden Miller goes to the bucket strong, and he puts it in with the left hand.
That was strong, just kind of with the left hand, used the body, all at the same time.
83-47. Aiden Miller, freshman. Of course, he played football this year for the Trojans. Minute to play. Barren up by 36. They dribble it off the foot, and it's scooped up off the floor. Miller behind the back dribble. Goes inside. He's going to be fouled. He was determined to go to the bucket.
He was trying to put a highlight reel together there in the half court.
Foul is on Sharp. It's only the 16th foul on Greene County in the second half. Aiden Miller, 4 points already in the ball game. He's going to shoot 2. Left-hander puts it up and in. Nothing but net.
A fun one to start the year, though, for the Trojans, for sure. You get a big lead like that, double them up in the first half, and then cruise in the second half. It's definitely a lot of fun and a way for all dressed out to get in the game, and a lot of them contribute in the points column, but obviously other ways that all of them have contributed tonight.
Yep. 85-47, 36 seconds to play. Slinker with the basketball, gives it over to Mitchell. Mitchell, and in the corner, baseline shot, no good. Ripping it down is Aiden Miller behind the back dribble. Trying to get a little fancy with it there.
Move right behind
he was
the back.
trying to dribble between 3 players. Down to 18 seconds to play. Greene County with the basketball. Slinker, he'll hand it off out there to Ferguson. Ferguson driving off the screen, fires up a 3-point shot that's no good. And a rebound, Aiden Miller. 6 seconds to go. Barren County is going to get it. A big win here tonight over Greene County, 85-47, the final score. As the Trojans start the season at 1-0, Greene County 0-1 on the year. We'll come back with the CPC Commodities post-game report in a moment. And we'll take a look at the stats and coaches' comments. Brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. 85-47 the final. You're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.